RTM podcast show.
To the world and them girls.
Young Spray, Queen Ice Cream.
How you mean?
In Northwest London, born and raised. In Kilburn is where she spent most of her days. Chilling out, matching, relaxing, all queening. Then her and Mafiella did start diva twinning. And Young Spray, well, I was up to no good. Always making trouble in the neighbourhood.
What?
Did a one liquor ups and the judge didn't care. He said, I'm sending you to prison right now for 2 years. I blew my mama kissing them when I saw tears. Her face showed the limit of the pain she could bear. If anything I could say, the sentence weren't fair. But I thought, nah, forget it. Yo, mom, have no fear. Have no fear, mama. I know I'm only 16, but I'm built for this.
That's what
Yo,
I told myself.
I pulled up to the jail around 7 or 8 and I yelled to the sweatbox, yo fam, link you later. Welcome to Feltham, I was finally here. They took me to Swallow and it started from there. That's where it all started, man. You're just like me, I'm just like you. I was a bad you too.
Bad you too.
But you could change, man.
You can change. Have faith.
RTM.
RTM. Really the most.
Boom. Welcome to the RTM podcast show, season 6, episode 10. Don't know, you know, we have to bring you a big episode, you know.
Yeah.
Real legend in the building, you know. But yeah, boom, your host, Young Spray, Big Bad Spray with my co-host.
Cream, you know the vibes.
Yeah, and you already know it's flowers upon flowers today. My brother, you know what I'm saying?
My brother.
I don't even know how to deal with you if it's Bashir. Nah, Bashir.
Bashir is
You get me, Bashir, but B Dubble.
Remember it was Bashir before B
Yeah,
Dubble.
do you get what I'm saying?
Bashir,
Bashir still, but B Double, you don't know. You get what I'm saying? We're here to give you your flowers.
No respect, man.
A Starful, I know the music thing's mad for you at the moment, but we're giving you flowers for that rags because it's me.
It's history, innit?
It's me. And I'm going to give you flowers for life as well.
Nice.
For the transition. True, I know
No respect.
you from where you've come from. Obviously, you're going to let everyone know. But yeah, I think, yeah, it's good, man. To see what you get what I'm saying?
No, it's nice to
Proud
see
of
anyway.
you.
No, come on, you know.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying, Carl? You get me? After they hear where we come from, I think they'll be proud of you as well. So yeah, boom, that was a heavy intro still. Yeah, boom, yeah.
You're proud of
Boom.
yourself,
Salam alaikum wa
Alaikum salam wa
Start
rahmatullahi wa
off
barakatuh.
properly. My brother. So yeah, obviously, we like to let them get to know the guest first before we get into like the fire round and current affairs. I don't know if you've watched it.
No, of course, come on, everyone's watched your thing, man. Come on, you know, your team's the,
Yeah, but
your
I
team's
don't.
the one, you know.
Yeah, I don't know how much you get what I'm saying. Cause I know my
No,
my-
I've definitely seen it, man. Like I said, the same way my man's proud of you. I'm saying, like, a lot of people, I kind of got the same thing to say that, you know what I mean? Like, they respect that. You really adapted and, you know what I'm saying? And you're, like I say, like, you're from what we're hearing and what we can see, your podcast is the one now, so.
Come on, man. Nah.
You've definitely gone from strength to strength, you know what I'm saying? And no matter what, like I say, one thing I rate about you, that nothing can't stop you, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Nothing can't stop you, and you know what I'm saying? You've done something that, you know what I mean? Obviously, you're capitalising that, so.
Nah, respect. I just want everyone to know.
And sisters, well, big up yourself.
Thank you.
I just want everyone to know this is like a big people episode. The main subject is grown, yeah, because Bashir phoned me. Obviously, he definitely watches it. I know he watches it because he phoned me and he paged me. He's like, "Yo, bro, like, can we have a grown episode, please? like you get what I'm saying? He's saying, can we have a grown episode, like from season 1 episode? You get what I'm saying, Car?
More so, you know,
Your thing's a bit mad.
No, but it's not even that it's mad. It is what it is. But at the same time,
We want to have a serious
there's
conversation.
sensitive things that we might touch on that I ain't spoken to anyone about on any type of platform or anything.
Okay.
That's one thing. And another thing is that hopefully we can touch on certain things that a wider audience can benefit from it as well, if that makes sense. So I think if we
100%.
tame it as much as possible,
Yeah.
then
I'm just letting them know.
it makes it more accessible to
and it's different
other
as well.
people as well.
We have to show them different sides of us anyway, yeah. And like I said, the main subject is grown, so I'm gonna be as grown as I can be. Do you get me? It's such a wire. There's bare wires that I'm gonna miss out this episode. Strength to strength, the strength to strength, the growth. That's why I'm letting them know this. We're not watching that. You get what I'm saying? So boom. Where you from? Where was you born? Let's bring it from the start.
Okay, so yeah, born in London, Hammersmith
Just a
Hospital.
touch, yeah.
Raised between Tottenham,
Hammersmith.
Hospital, yeah.
Started.
West London.
West London, yeah. So, mum used to live in Ealing, so
Oh, is it?
yeah.
So when you come into the place, that's where you was first set.
Yeah, first set. But my dad lived in Tottenham, my stepmom lived in Battersea.
Okay.
And I was raised by my stepmom and my dad, so the time was spent kind of equally between Tottenham and Battersea. So Battersea Junction, that area. So
Is there any
that's where
reasons
the
why you?
confusion is as well, because a lot of people, they don't, over the years, they think I'm from South or they think I'm from North, but I'm just as much from both places, really. You know what I'm saying?
So primary school, where did you go
Tottenham,
primary school?
Lancasterian.
So you grew up in Tottenham
Yeah.
with your
With my dad.
and your stepmom.
My dad, but like I said, my stepmom had a place in Battersea, but again, they kind of were between both places, if that makes sense.
Did she play a mummy figure to you?
Big mummy role.
That's what I was.
Like I said, that's my. I don't even like to call her my stepmom.
Yeah, she's
That's
a
what I
mum
was
as
trying
She's
well.
my stepmom, but that's my mum. My
As
mum,
well.
like I said, unfortunately, my mum wasn't in my life. You understand? So my
Okay.
stepmom was my mum.
Do you know what it is? We hear a lot about like stepdads on the show, like couple stepdads that stepped up and yeah, well, you weren't there for 10 years, but remember 10 years stepdad, you say,
For a
look,
reason.
he looks at his stepdad like that's his dad. Do you get what I'm saying? But it was mad for me because his dad was still alive and he rated his dad as well. So, but yeah, big up all the step
Yeah, it's
parents.
100%. 100%.
And I think that's the saddest thing as well. What happens here is that for me, I think because of my loyalty to my mum, I didn't really make the most of it growing up with her. And obviously later down the line, I've had to really kind of go above and beyond to kind of make her know that I
you
her,
appreciate,
but at the same time, we'll touch on it. But
You had a barrier up.
a lot was going on. A lot was said to me, lies and things like that. So I kind of put up a wall, not just with her, with everyone. Do you understand? Because of things that was told to me. But at the same time, like I say, big her up, man. That's my mum. That's my mum's.
Big her up.
So how was you in primary school? What was your character like?
You see, it's really, that's one way we're pretty similar is that people are gonna have different elements of us, but it's still us. It's not like if someone knows you to be a bad person, that's you. If someone knows you to be a good person or someone with sense, that's still you. Do you understand? So I think with me, I was someone that really just kind of adapted to my situations. Do you understand? So everyone's gonna have their perspective on how I was. I think I was good in primary school. I think I was, like I say, very intelligent. Did quite well academically. Do you understand? But when you're popular and you know what I'm trying to say, you're kind of growing up in Tottenham there. But remember, we were outside from the beginning. We were feral kids, innit? So get exposed to things from early. Do you understand? Hanging around with older kids from early. As soon as you're playing out, you're kind of with older kids. So I can't say I was primary school. I was good, man.
What was the transition from primary to secondary?
In what sense?
Like, did you see any difference? Did you feel any different?
No, big difference. Because like I say, like in our day, and obviously even today, you know what I'm saying, certain things are culturally acceptable. So when you're smoking weed at 9 years old and then foolishness, you're not gonna be a normal year 7, if that makes sense. You're already doing little robberies and you're doing little funny things outside and even mad things we used to do as kids. Like, you know, like I told my dad I'm going to like a football tournament or something. And then you buy a travel card and just go get lost on the train. 9 years old. That just crazy little things that you do. But in hindsight, it was an amazing thing because it kind of molded us to be very brave and be able to assess situations. And you know what I'm trying to say. But from year 7, a lot already kind of happened. So I wasn't really, like I said, a normal year 7. But again, still, you know what I'm saying? I won't say I was terrible, but it wasn't far away from.
Did you have any subjects that you liked?
History.
You liked history? I liked history.
I loved history. I loved history in like say primary school, not in secondary school. We didn't have that as a subject, but say from primary school, I loved history. But it's more to the teacher. See, one thing you find now, anyone that kind of liked a subject more time, it was conducive to the teacher.
True stories.
The way they talk.
I never thought about
I remember I hated maths until I think it was at year 9, and then I had a teacher, but I think I was getting in so much trouble. And then I don't know why, I think he just kind of had mercy on me. He just started giving me time. And then I started to understand it and I started enjoying it. And then it was like, okay, like math ain't too bad. But again, all the other years before that, I hated the teacher. Do you understand? It's same with English. Like, I love English, you understand? I love reading and I like that stuff, you understand? But
English
I never liked the
literature.
teacher. So
Now,
for
you
me in
touched
secondary
on
school, it's
something.
always drama. It's always going to be drama.
Yeah.
You touched on something still that I've never thought about, but it's true. Like,
It's conducive to the teacher.
course.
It's
all of the
conducive to
subjects that I
teacher.
was good at, I like the teacher.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like the subjects I didn't like the teacher, innit?
Because again, it's something that, again, we're going to touch on, yeah. But one thing that a lot of these people don't want to accept is that children are going through real things from the beginning. So you're going to see some elements of them that it's acceptable, especially with women. No disrespect to women, but women are allowed to have hormones and periods and whatever, and we accept that they have moments. You understand? Not about
I'm
saying
I
we
went
accept
mad.
they have
I'm trying to be
moments,
grown and I laugh.
and it's viable. Do you understand? They're human beings, and there's elements of their month or their times in their life where they go through mood changes, or do you understand?
Yeah.
They have elements of themselves that they're not going to be themselves 24/7. But it's the same with children. Do you understand? Children are going through real things at home. They're going through puberty. They're learning themselves.
Adolescence.
And they don't know how to process trauma.
You have to keep your eye on them, man.
Yes.
So then teachers, like I say, you get the teachers that understand that, but most teachers don't understand that because they're only there to work. They're not there to change no one's life.
How much times have I said that, Spray?
They're there to work. Do you understand? They're there to work.
They want their money.
I agree.
Exactly. And I know this from, obviously, we'll touch on it later, but when I became a teacher, that's why I made it my duty to really treat them like my own children. You understand? I treated my kids are like my children. Like, no matter how long it's been, they'll still contact me now and be like, "Oh, we love you." Like, and they'll tell me, they'll say, "You're my father." They'll say, I have 2 fathers. Do you understand? But anyway, we'll get.
Do you
into
have
that.
siblings?
Yes, many. But I'm the only one from my mum and dad.
Right. Okay.
I'm the only one. So I got a brother. He's 3 months older than me. That was But even saying that though, even though my dad was doing what he was doing, he was a man. We literally grew up like twins.
Okay.
He made it very clear from the beginning that I don't care how you lot feel, the kids are gonna grow up together. Do you understand? You lot have to deal with that. So my brother and I, we grew up like twins basically. Do you understand? That's my best, like one of my best friends.
Where's he from?
He grew up in Battersea, but he was between Battersea and Tottenham until they split up. So they split up in, say, I think when he's in like year 6 primary school, and then he kind of moved back to Battersea full time. And obviously, he was still coming to Tottenham, but he was more over that side. But again, his mum's Jamaican, so that's why even for me, like
Where are you from?
Yeah.
my background, my dad's from Trinidad, my mum's from South Africa.
Okay.
Because I was raised by my Jamaican mum, it's like
You
I've
got
kind
that.
of taken.
You got that
Even
culture as well.
my daughter, even like she had a thing at school recently where they're doing their cultures or whatever, and she's told the school, "I'm from Jamaica." I'm like, "You're not from Jamaica." Like, you're from, obviously her mum's from Yemen and I'm from Trinidad and South Africa, and she's like, "Oh, but all my family's Jamaican." And,
Oh, bless
so
her.
yeah. But again, we're all cousins, man. We're all people. Man. So.
Yeah, so history. Anything else?
In terms of what? The
In
history.
school. Anything else you liked?
I didn't really like school, you know.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, we was outside. All my friends were older than me. My friend, like, from year 7. Remember, I'm hanging around people.
Same. Nah, but you know, man, thought about it. Like, you know what? I didn't even really like school. You like, I'm trying to think of something good to say about school.
I'm not saying I didn't have
Then
good
they
times,
realise it's mad.
Yeah.
but I didn't because, again, remember, I went to school in Edmonton, yeah? And I'm from Tottenham. The the Tottenham-Edmonton thing wasn't really rife, but it's like I didn't really get along with them, to be fair. Do you understand? I got along with some of them, but I didn't really get along with them. And then, remember, I'm always someone that I was doing certain things from early. So I've got bare phones, I've got jewelry, I've got designer clothes, I've got certain things that the other kids don't have. So there's bare jealousy and issues I'm having with them, and you know what I'm trying to say. And then again, I've got friends outside, so I don't care about the kids in the school. I don't really even want to mix with them. I don't hang around them outside of school. I don't do what they're doing.
Yeah, school
my
was
friends
mad.
are
School was mad.
older. We're raving. We're going like from young. We're going chimes. We're going. My life's completely different to their life. Do you understand? So I only kind of got along with the older kids in school, and like, you know, they leave, innit? So
Was GCSEs mad for you?
mad, yeah.
You never got none.
what it is, yeah.
What did you get?
None of
No.
but to be fair, what happened is that the last year of school, I did a mad thing. Like I stole all the keys for the school, and then I got.
Yeah, no, I done the Eat It thing as well.
I took
I
all
broke the camera. Remember I told you?
But what it was,
I know about Eat It. I know about Eat It.
I got excluded about a week before that.
Right.
So about a week before that happened, I got excluded.
Is that your payback?
So not even it wasn't payback. We just it's a moment
Of
and I
madness,
took it. Yeah, a
that's what I'm
moment of
saying.
madness, and I took it. Do you understand?
No, know about that.
No
thought to
no
it,
sense
yeah.
to it. Do you understand?
No thought
But
process.
what's happened is that they've excluded me for like a whole month and a half. They tried to kick me out basically. They tried to kick me out.
Yeah.
And then we've appealed it. I think they did. I think it was a case that they kicked me out. I was expelled. But we appealed it because it's the last year. They're like, you can't expel them in the last year. It's not a violent thing. It's a schoolboy error. So then I've come back, but they put me like a mad report thing where I can't really go and I can't interact with other kids. I'm in isolate. They dealt with me wicked in the last year kind of thing.
What was your grades?
No, but I said I didn't get to like most of the course I couldn't get to do. So
Didn't get no A, no nothing.
no, it was.
No
I think
no.
the drama I got a B, and even I would have got A again, but I didn't do no. There's no coursework. I didn't do no coursework for any subject. So maybe I got C's and didn't get no D's. There was no D's. Yeah. Maybe there was cousins of B's or no D's.
Yeah. You're moving season. You're moving season. But that's what I'm saying. You're moving season.
Catch me if you can.
You're moving season. You saw the expressions thing. It's some big up expressions.
Maybe cousins of B's.
Nah, expressions
Maybe,
went mad on me.
To be, if I'll be honest, I can't remember because it didn't mean nothing to me. What happened now? There's a teacher I was very close to, yeah, and they basically made him my therapist.
Why? Sorry.
No, I was close to him. I was close.
Cool. That's the last one.
This teacher, he was cold. He was like, he was a black man, and he even rated Mob Deep, and he was a cold teacher.
Like, come on, big up Mr. Raphael. That's my
Mr.
heavy
Danny.
teacher.
Anyone that from L,
Why
remember Mr.
Raphael,
Danny?
but
Mr. Danny was a cold guy. Do you understand? Yeah.
No.
And he come to me one time and he said, Bashir, they're making bets on you in the staff room that you're not gonna make it. And it hit me. I said, they're never gonna win this bet.
heavy.
So I didn't even care what I got. Do you understand? And when I left, I went to the head of year and I shook her hand. I said, haha, I made it. And I walked out. And that was it. You know what I'm saying? I never had no.
Do you think about college?
I went for about 2 weeks or something.
Which one?
City and Islington, but not the main one. There's a one where it's like an older one. It's like a one for older students. And
You try and do in there.
business, if it was business studies or something. But yeah, 2
Dead.
weeks and yeah, dead.
Where? Outside.
Well, it's making money from it, like money, lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? It didn't make no sense to me. Yeah.
What was you listening to them time growing up? Trying to find where you kind of ran into the music, the love for music.
Now the love for music. Oh, remember my dad is he had basically one of the rarest record collections in the world. Like one of the biggest and rarest in the world. Like he's kind of famous for. Well, he was obviously he's not with us no more, but
Oh, sorry to hear
he
that.
was famous for his collection. So from young, I've been in and out of record shops and collecting. I had a massive collection from early. But yeah, like you know,
What sort of music?
you know, you could say from year 7, jungle. It's jungle. It's R&B. It's hip hop. It's pop. It's Nas, and then it more went. From I left school. It's a whole different. It's more Mob Deep. It's C Murder.
Imagine that.
It's it was the
had
no
to put
limit.
C
thing.
Murder.
I remember I moved to Birmingham, so over there they don't even rate East Coast over there.
Wait.
It's bare
Calm
West
down.
Coast.
When did you move to Birmingham?
From like 16, from left school.
Okay, so we're here now.
Yeah,
This is where we're at.
So I'm saying, yeah,
Okay.
when we left school. So when we left school, that's more, even while I left college.
Why did you go to Birmingham?
Yeah, I was going to just say that.
A lot of things was happening, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things was happening. Yeah. You know how it goes. Them days, you know what I'm saying? It's robber man days. You're robbing the wrong people. You're robbing people that they're your mates. You're robbing anyone, do you understand? But it wasn't more. It was kind of to do with that. But what happened? An incident happened. That basically, my Cody, he done a mad thing in his house, where a man's coming there. They've they've some guys have made money. They've lined up. They've wrapped it, whatever. But a shot's been licked off in the house.
He's gone mad in his jump.
Shots licked off in his house, and he's kind of played on the situation with the house. And I'm scared. Move me, because he knows he was eligible for a flat. Them time. If he's a hostel, but he's eligible to get a flat. But they've said we can give you a small little flat here, but if you go to Birmingham, we'll give you a big flat with garden. And we said, you know what, this guy have a little experience. Let's go up there. So it wasn't even thought of. It just literally like.
How long was you up there for?
On and off, say 2 years.
How was
Handsworth,
that?
top Handsworth.
How was that? 'Cause I like Birmingham still.
Yeah, top Handsworth, man. And again, like we went up there, didn't know no one. But we went right, like basically say 2 minutes from Raleigh Close, the main
Burger ends.
Burger Central. Do you know what I'm saying? So we've gone there, again, had the time of our lives, innit? Because again, remember, we're very similar to them, especially Tottenham, man. Brixton, man, are very similar to Handsworth, man. So they took man in straight away, you know what I'm saying? So
We're very similar to Lezel's man as well, still, trust me.
Yeah.
Similar to the Johnny sides as well, still.
No, but I'm saying, I can't.
Big up all of my Birmingham man them, but you don't know.
Definitely big them up. But I'm saying I can't speak on that because that's not what at that time.
No, but I know both.
If you was in
Everyone's similar.
If you was in Handsworth,
All
you weren't
similar.
in Newtown. It's as simple as that. If you was in Newtown, you weren't in Handsworth. If you weren't, you could really play both sides.
Yeah.
Like, at that time, then remember this is 2000.
But you know what it is? They don't even realise how similar they are.
Of course, very similar.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Similar. But what I mean similar, I mean even the way we dress.
Okay.
The way we dress, everything was that like you kind of saw yourself in them. Do you understand? So
How was that like?
Man, click
Any
them.
funny stories from up there? Man can remember.
brother, we were 16.
Was you raving up there and all that?
Yeah, everything. Come on, everything. You know what I'm saying? But I think the funny thing for me is that there's certain man I got close to up there. Yeah, like Manny. My brother Zach, he's dead now as well. Natty,
R.I.P.
Peanut. My brothers up there, big them up. You know what I'm saying? But I think it was funny because I lied about my age when I went up there. I'm 16, fresh out of school, but I'm telling them I'm 19, 20 or whatever. And then so like I say, I'm just kind of living a whole, a weird lifestyle for a 16-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I got my own yard. You know what's going on? I don't want to talk too much, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, big up my wife and all that. I don't want to say, but you know what I'm saying? It was mad up there, man. We're young kids making money, got our own house, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things happen, you know what I'm saying? And obviously...
What made you forward back to LON?
I come back down for like a weekend or something. I returned.
Remember, no, but you know what it is? You know what it is?
Yeah.
Like, if you want me to
No, but don't
that's
even
what I'm
do
saying.
that.
If you want me to get,
No,
because
but
I've missed, like, I've lied you with bare them still.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lie. They're gonna be in the comments telling me that I'm nervous of you and that.
No, not that.
No, but you get what I'm saying?
No,
They
but-
always go
no, but-
mad,
no,
you know.
no, but what it is, you have to
They think
understand.
I invite people to be nervous of them and that. They go mad at me, you know. Like, big up Rich
But
still.
remember, our relationship is different, bro, you know what I'm saying? Our relationship is different.
Yeah,
So
no,
you have
but-
to understand that there's you got your show and you're going to do what you're doing. You do what you want in it, do you understand? But we've come here to have, like I say, a grown conversation, so...
But that's why you're starting though.
Yeah.
You're starting a bit.
No,
I let
no,
it go, and then you're
Yeah.
making them know that I let it go. Like, let it go is a wise,
No,
well.
respect.
Just bare wise. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? But let's just have this conversation.
We're just
Yeah.
But I returned to London, and then I got nicked, and then I went in jail for a minute, and then
What you go to jail for?
a toy in it. They found a toy in the car.
A joint.
Yeah, a firearm.
Good.
Tune.
Oh, man.
What's time? Sorry.
Man.
It was sugar rushed.
Yeah.
Sugar boost.
So, boom.
No problem. Yeah. So a firearm.
Now, a little torment in it. He said it's a joint in it, and I was baffed. Like, you know, they new generation got
joint,
different terms. You get me?
But I joint as a
Yeah, do you get what I'm
joint,
saying? So
smoke,
that-
yeah.
Pick him up.
But
You got torment.
pick him up, yeah. But it was a firearm. So I spent some time on remand for that, and then I kind of just stayed back in London.
What's the case?
Yeah.
I got to ask you the same thing as torment. That was people call you a snitch.
Never. How?
I don't know the situation in it, but I had to ask Torment.
ba-
Because normally you get shit for a strizzy. Everyone that busts them cases, everyone says, "Woo."
Talking. Talk. They like to.
But let's not get into it. You just
No,
you
no,
didn't
we
no
can-
because if you I don't know how it
No,
go
no,
on, get into it. Then.
we can get.
Yeah, clear it up. Clear your name.
I touched on it. But again, I remember I've never had I've
Clear your
never
name is
I've
mind
never
games,
had
innit?
no
Yeah.
snitching.
Nah, clear your name is mind games.
I've never had no snitching around mine. That's one thing. My record's set of clear, squeaky clean. Yeah, but what happened is that the car was parked and locked. Do you understand?
Yeah, allegedly, did it?
The car's locked and parked, so they've come and searched the car. They're not allowed to do that. Do you understand? They got to have a warrant. The guy owned the car as well. This car's locked. They got to have a warrant to search it.
Was it your car?
It weren't my car. But what happened?
Yeah. Say nothing. Say no more.
So what's happened as well is that, remember, I'm a juvenile. I don't have no real serious conviction. Only little teeth in mopeds or that thing. I got no real convictions. You understand? My Cody is an adult with convictions. You understand? So what's happened is that they've tried to tell me, just go not guilty. They're gonna put it on him because, do you understand? He's an adult, or whatever. I said, no, I'm just gonna go guilty then. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna. It's my thing. I'm not gonna make him go down for my things. And then there's a long story. Obviously, I touched on this in depth on another interview. Do you understand? But
I can't believe you want to do it on another interview.
no, brother.
Like, who do you want to do it with? What do you mean? What other podcasts are you looking at that you want to do it with?
I'm not saying I want to do it. I've said I've done it. I've done it.
I can't believe you don't want to do everything.
No, I've done it.
Done it. Oh, you've done it already?
No, we can.
You've done it already.
No, we're touching it. We're touching. So what's happened? Like I said, long story short, like I say, that's the situation. I'm in there now. They're telling me just go not guilty. Do you understand? They're not going to pull it on you because it's not your car. Your Cody's an adult. He's a convicted criminal. Do you understand? They're going to look at it like you're a juvenile. You understand? You got nothing to do with it. Do you understand? I've said no. I'll go guilty then. My barrister was Sean Willis. I don't know if you know. He's the one who.
He does the chase.
The chase. Yeah,
I'm a man.
Yeah.
I'm a man. I go to jail, so I know about the chase.
My mum. Yeah, my mum and that know him from school
You
days.
see him, like I say, like always, like I never forget this. And there's one thing that even this, I'll be honest here, this
school
changed my
with him.
perspective on black men as well. Because he's gone in the courtroom with he has some plaits on the top of his head, and he's coming there.
Oh, before he was bald.
He's coming on smoke. So I'm thinking I'm done at it. This guy's moving mad. He's got plaques on his head. He's coming in. Yo, what's going on, brother? I said, this case is dead. He's talking like a role. Man. I'm thinking I'm finished. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm done at it. He's rasped up the judge or whatever. He's saying he's obviously it's like legal jargon, isn't it? So I'm not even really. I'm thinking I'm going guilty. I'm gonna sit down. Do you understand?
I'm gonna sit down. It's mad. Go on.
Nah, you're going way.
No.
You're a reach.
That's a reach.
Cool.
You're reaching for the stars.
I'm just nice because you went mad though.
Yeah. Nah, sit down.
Change the vibe.
Yeah, sit down.
You changed the vibe, innit? Like where I'm waiting. My alarms. But let me turn it off.
Sit down. Yeah.
Turn it off.
If I was gonna sit down, yeah. There was a rape, and I believe this has something to do with it as well. Yeah, me personally, yeah. There was a rapist shoot in the jail, yeah, and he's lying, saying he's in he's in there for burners and drugs and whatever.
Man, they mash him up.
Big you know what I'm saying? So everyone's kind of shook to do something to him. Everyone's saying they're gonna do something, no, they ain't doing nothing. Man's caught him in the church, bunged him now.
Bunged him.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to make him fight. He don't want to fight back. You know what I'm saying? The screws have taken me out now. But obviously they know about my mess because they've told us, innit? So when I'm going back to the wing there, they're telling me, yeah, nice one, Blend, man, very nice one. Go and play pool, like, no trouble, do you understand? Good, nice one. Because they've been trying to get people to do it. No one's...
Is this on the remand?
It's on remand, okay. For him. So they brought me back to the wing, but I'm not that treacherous, you understand? I'm thinking I'm going mad. I've just punched a man in the church. I'm going mad now. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, nah, bang me up. I'm not even trying to. I need to repent. You know what I'm saying? I need to repent now. So they give you them little Bibles. These times I'm Christian or whatever now. So they give me they got them little Bibles.
I've had a fight in the church still.
Yeah, stuff.
Have you?
Yeah. It's not good, man. But anyway, there's I got little passages where you can kind of find what you want to pray for in it. So I found one for repentance now. Man's prayed it now. when I found that later, because I think the Friday night, the SO.
So you've always been religious. Let's just stop there.
Yeah.
Always.
Because that's
been
like,
close to
it's
it,
the same with me, innit? That's why, remember we're talking about similarities already.
Sorry, pass the water, please, bro.
We're talking about similarities, but my mum was devout Catholic, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
Same as my mum.
Yeah. So we got brought up very like religious in that, going church every Sunday. Like, do you get what I'm saying? All of that stuff, like midnight mass and all that. That's how man grew up, innit?
But the funny thing though, yeah, they never liked me in church because I loved going. I loved the prophet stories and all that, but I couldn't get my head around praying to Jesus from 5 years, from as long as I remember.
I was in Small Island though, innit? You can't even
As long as
think.
I remember,
Small Island, you can't
God.
think anything against
Yeah, nah, but I
Jesus
was-
or anything. Yeah,
No,
you
but
can't think
I'm not saying nothing mad.
Dad,
I'm
you're...
saying, but the thing is, I'm saying I love Jesus. I'm saying I love Jesus. I want to be like him. I rate Jesus, but I'm not praying to him. He's a man. I'm not praying to him. Do you understand? I'm praying to God. I'm not going to pray to Jesus. I love Jesus. I'm telling you, I want to be like Jesus. That's my role.
You used to eat black pudding.
Nah, you guys.
What's that got to do with it?
You used to eat black pudding. You used to eat that.
No, I'm saying in Small Island,
In
never.
Caribbean, they like
Never,
it.
but I'm saying-
There's
Nah,
small
that's
islands,
not
they
us,
like
nah.
that. Solution.
You have to
I
remember.
like that.
I remember. I've grown up with
We
Jamaicans.
do
I haven't really. Even my dad's the only Trini in my.
I don't think
Why for black pudding though?
Yeah, why? Come on, I don't even know. Even you should have. Yeah, you should have left it in your back.
Deco
pocket.
moment. Deco moment. You get me? Mad deco
I
moment.
said black pudding.
Yeah, mad deco moment. That's stuff full of times a million. Like,
That's from. Man.
yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go is mad as well.
Yeah, but anyway, like I always loved Jesus, you understand? I wanted to be like him, do you understand? But I couldn't pray to him. But anyway, like I'm saying, I've gone in there, I've prayed that night. Yeah, this is the Sunday, innit? Friday night, the SOs come. Blendman, you want to know what Father Christmas got you? Stuff I want to say, but obviously, your mother, man, what are you talking about, man? Like, shut up, man, you know what I'm saying? But obviously, I'm joking, but I'm not joking. Like, you mean Father Christmas, what he's got me? So, all right, mate. Well, I won't tell you what he got you then, innit? All right. Go on. What did he get me? Where do you want your travel warrant to go? But I'm thinking, obviously, I kind of know these times. Unless I do something crazy, they can't move me. I'm a remand, innit? They can't move me. Do you understand?
You got Judge and Chambers.
So yeah.
You got Judge and Chambers. You got Bell.
Yeah, but I'm saying the way they've done it, they've let me out on a Friday night, like in the night time. And when I've got back out, obviously when they've done that now, when I've got back out, the solicitors contacted my people and they're saying, how come you were still in there? You was released from I think Monday or the Tuesday or something. I was released from the beginning of the week. Do you understand? They've kept me there for the whole week and let me out in the night time, the nighttime thought, middle of the night.
You don't felt of don't give a shit.
Felt
of don't give a shit.
They've done me dirty. But one thing, like I say, I honestly believe that maybe through that repentance, maybe through trying to still do the right thing. Because again, like I say, like we did a lot of things that people could say they're wrong things, but it's an environment, do you understand? And again, in an environment, you have to survive in any environment, you understand? You got to do things that people might see as a wrong thing, but in them times, to keep a firearm or a knife or something, it was like your dress code, do you understand? So again, I'm not saying it was right or it was wrong, but that was a time in my life, do you understand? But I still tried to do the right thing. I could have put my brother in the situation. He would have got guilty for it, but I still said no. I would just take the rap and again, I'm just turned 70 and I got things going on that side. I don't want to be inside there. I want to go home, but I still tried to do the right thing. So I believe that's why.
Did you end up going back?
No, I never went back.
That's good.
Yeah, that's
Man,
Yeah.
that's good. You get me? But
I never went back.
so is that when you started rapping?
I wouldn't say rapping, but my first proper lyrics I wrote in jail. My first actual proper lyrics. I remember writing them in jail still. And
So
But again,
was
you have
it
to remember
lyrics
them-
or was it poetry?
Nah, lyrics. Mob hard lyrics. Yeah. Them time I'm mob deep. It was lyrics, real lyrics. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
loud that, bro. I started with poetry, loud that.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying I never did poetry. You know what I'm saying? It was lyrics, just hot, just
Hey, loud
lyrics.
that, bro.
But there's nothing wrong with poetry. I'm just saying.
Being Jaja, innit? Jaja sauce.
No, there's nothing wrong with poetry, man.
Poetry, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Mike GOC.
But again, it was that. But like I say, them times it's like we like listening to rappers, but we didn't rate rappers like that. The way we looked at like, okay, you're a lot of rappers, innit? We're really doing. Do you understand? You lot are rappers.
You should rate American rappers though.
Yeah, but you always hear the stories though. Do you understand? You always hear like not in a body, but you're hearing Tupac weren't really a rude boy. You're hearing Mobb Deep was dancing and obviously you rate them. You rate the music.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
That's why we kind of more gravitated to see Murder and certain people. Do you understand? Because they were Forex and they really, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So yeah, we didn't. It was like more of a experience in that you just kind of write it, but you don't. There was no dreams of being a rapper at that point. You know what I'm saying?
So
there was no industry as well, and it was remember them times it's so solid days, isn't it? So the way we kind of understood it, if you went to
2001,
this is 01, yeah. This is 21 seconds all day, every day on the radio. In there, do you understand? So for us, it was like if you wanted to be a musician, you had to be a garage man or a jungle man, and that wasn't really my thing. I didn't want to rave into it, but it weren't. It's like, come on, like, no disrespect to them, but you know what I'm trying to say? We looked at them as like, you're over there and we're over here, innit? So
it's me.
Whenever
it's who.
I big them.
Big up B Dubble.
Big them up.
You get me? So boom. So you wrote your first Madness in jail. Did you have beats to go with it?
Yeah, them
times. You just spit it over like
you know them days. You get the. I don't think we went. Remember, Feltham. I never know like stereo or nothing. You don't have stereo on it.
Yeah, I had a Walkman. Yeah, my brother said.
You had a number saying you have a radio, but you don't have it. I didn't have something to play my own. Remember, but you was there pretty longer than me. I was only there for a couple of months, innit? Do you understand? So I didn't really get into having certain things. I had a TV. I had a little radio that you can hear the Westwood on, and then obviously hearing the outside radio. Do you understand? So man's kind of just writing it off man's head kind of thing, do you understand? Yeah,
that's how, cause my brother sent me some beats one time. You get me? And I couldn't like...
Yeah, like I say, if you're there longer, then you could settle and you can have PlayStation and all these things, but I never really got there.
So what made you start rapping then?
I tell a lie, what happened, Blade, was my brother's friend first.
Okay.
Blade
that's why see when you said Battersea, I swear down, when you said I thought to myself, so that's how you made the pattern.
Yeah.
Because that's right there, innit?
So basically, Blade was like best friends with my brother first.
Okay, big up.
Nice,
Blade.
Making sense, you get me?
Yeah. So me and Blade, we've been friends since what? 16. But he was closer to him, do you understand? But remember them times people rapping American, innit? Yeah? And it's like, I didn't really rate it, but it's like you kind of look at it like it's the only way to kind of do it. Do you understand? But then,
like, big up that Terminator as well. Sorry, bro, because he's just been putting out bare old school things, even of you that I didn't see before. Yeah, like of you lot. So he's like schooling me.
You know, he took me.
Remember them time, I'm in my own bubble, innit? You know, North Star, we're in our own bubble.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? 100%. We're not even thinking about anyone.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting to see everything, and it's like raw. Like, there's actually, like, you get what I'm saying? You was repping still. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. See some old school stuff of Mike's. Big up Mike. You get what I'm saying? It's like, the stuff I literally ain't never seen before.
Yeah, I think I know it is, and I don't want to bait him up. I think I know it is.
Bait him up?
No, I won't do that. Because let him bet himself up. I'm saying,
big him up, though.
He's got, though.
No, big him up. I think it's dark and cold.
No, but again, but I don't. It's not dark and cold. I don't think it is.
I think because they've got everything.
He's got certain footage.
Everything.
He's got certain footage that he must have had a raw file.
Big up dark and cold.
I'm saying he must have had a raw file on certain things because the quality level he's got on the things. It kind of has to only be one person, and I don't want to bait him up, but I think that's what I think it is. But for me, like I say, it's not my thing no more. But for me, it's my history, and it's still my history, in it. So again, big him up, innit?
Yeah, man.
He definitely he took me that memory.
Without being aware, he's filled in a gap. You get what I'm saying? In the YouTube streets. You get what I'm saying? Like he's filled in a gap in the YouTube streets. You get me? Because all that like weren't there. Even like he uploaded one of my old mixtapes that I uploaded on SBTV. But I didn't print them up.
Okay.
So he uploaded it the other day and it was like raw because I ain't heard it for ages. And I thought, raw, like man was actually hard without being aware. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? No one man's listening to their song with new ears.
It's a very monumental time in history as well because again,
definitely
we did a lot, with nothing. So when you see people complaining now about, I can't get through, I can't, like, they ain't got no excuses because we did that with no, remember, we weren't even like a YouTube thing yet. I think we just had MySpace them times. Maybe, I think Facebook kind of just kicked in, but we had nothing. Do you understand? It was more street cred. It was your street cred, and then you might get on a DVD or you might get on a mixtape, and then.
That's why I was bigging up that. That's why I was bigging up that Terminator, because I didn't know that Blade started with Corey Johnson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I see all of that.
He was rapping from a long time. Remember, he started. He was
Yeah, come on, I know about
He was
Corey.
doing grime. No, I'm saying with Blade. He was doing grime kind of garage. You know what I'm saying? Grime garage, and then he was with Corey Johnson, and then like I said, I linked him, and then we started. He was still Defenders Camp, and then a couple years down the line, because like I say, we got very, very close. He's like my brother, you know what I'm saying?
So he was with Corey in that first.
He was with them first, yeah. But again, he was rapping with them, but me and Blade was on the road together. We was making money together.
Okay.
And then we was, like I say, we got, like I say, he's like my real family, do you understand?
So he started rapping before you?
But like I said, what made me rap is that he done a tune with my brother. And they were rapping like, it was like a Mob Deep tune, but English.
So your brother raps as well?
No, he don't rap no more. He used to rap, but my brother was the one that did most of the artwork and the photography in that whole period. So when you look at my mixtape album cover, Gigs Walk in the Park, Blades.
You done Gigs Walk in the Park?
Walk in the Park. That picture on the Walk in the Park, my brother done that. All the Blades stuff, like nothing of the UK artists you saw with high quality photography at that time.
Big, yeah.
A lot of it was done by my brother. He had his own photo studio. He was doing that's what he was doing.
What's he called?
He was called Early Bird before, but now he's called Third Eye. He's got like an art company. He's doing really well. He's doing exhibitions. He's got one coming up soon as well.
Yeah,
Big him up.
So check him out, Third Eye London.
Yeah.
Genius from earlier. He was doing amazing. There's even certain pictures you've seen with OG and that
Yeah.
professional photos.
Yeah.
It's my brother that was doing it. He did a lot of even like Ibby's old like them professional photos.
Big up Ibs.
All that a lot of the professional stuff you've seen like, from anything that was like tied to Ruthless Records. My brother done it. He was directly working with Ruthless to do obviously big up Ruthless as well. He's doing a lot.
No, big up Osman, man.
In Gambia, my real brother.
Yeah, come on, man. Real. He's doing
so
some
that's
real
what my brother's
things.
doing. But like I say, they did a tune and I couldn't believe it. I said, what? This is how we talk. And it sounds cold. Remember, like, no disrespect to the pioneers, but they were doing some Cockney type of, it sounded a bit comical. Like, man, don't...
You're talking about Rodney P, innit?
No, I'm not talking about
without
Rodney.
saying his name. That's the Cockney guy I know, though.
I'm not talking about anyone. I'm just saying
That's
in
the
general.
Cockney guy I know, though.
Maybe you know.
Yeah,
that, but I
mate,
don't
and
know.
all that.
I don't know. But I'm saying the pioneers that did the UK rap thing.
Talk about Mike.
I'm not talking about anyone. I'm just saying the Cockney thing wasn't for me. Do you understand? And the way I looked at it, the way we talk, man, we got our own London slang, like the real underground road London slang. And when they did that, I said, nah, man, this is what I'm on now. So I think me and OG, I think my first tune was with OG.
Shower away.
Shower, I think that's my first tune I done.
That tune was hard still.
Yeah, that's how I.
How-
But yeah, it was.
Bruv, your guy mad, you know. Your guy mad, you know.
Forgive me.
Cool.
You got me to sit down. You got me to sit down. We're even.
Sitting down's mad, but
You got me to sit down.
You said that was a reach, but
Now
your
if I
guy
said
mad.
stoop down, that's different. But
Yeah.
or balance. I didn't say that, fam. I said sit down.
Cool. The next one's not even gonna be a reach.
Stoop or, you know
The
what I'm
next
saying?
one's not even gonna be a reach. You get me? But boom, that tune was hard. Again, that's mad. But yeah, boom.
Yeah, that's the.
Have you still got it?
I've got the.
I need to find that track.
No, I don't. You know, I don't feel I do.
It's nowhere.
It's on. There's a version on the mixtape, but even I feel
It's nowhere.
even I feel guilty because what it is there was a time constraint on the mixtape, so enough verses had to get cut off. So
Right.
I think that tune was on another mixtape as well. So I kind of just cut his verse. You understand? Because if you listen,
Mind games.
No, it's not that. That's not that. But if you listen to Shot of Music, enough people's verses got cut. Because I was trying to. It was basically
Cutting his verse
I
is
was
mind
trying. If you
games.
listen to it's not. People might see that, but I ain't got no. I'm not malicious like that. You know what I'm saying? I never would. And even me after, it's one of them ones. You know, when it's done, it's like raw. How can I do that? You understand? But I didn't.
Mind games.
God knows I didn't do that. I wouldn't do that to him. Do you understand? For me, it was more like I've got new material, and if you listen to the first intro, I'm saying that there's old things, there's new things, and things you ain't never heard. Do you understand? So I'm trying to get all the kind of history on the tape, so I can add another one coming like a fresh thing. So
You want him to get a shine on the mixtape.
No. It's not like that. Because again, enough people got their moment, but.
This guy, man.
Yeah. You have to understand. Yeah, you have to understand. You see, especially with OG, You know what I'm saying? Obviously,
Big up OG.
obviously everyone's kind of gone their separate ways in certain things, but that was remember, me and Otis used to live
Come
together.
on, hold
That's
these.
my big brother. Do you know what I'm saying? I never would have done anything to, you know what I'm saying?
But that tune was big though.
To diss him in that way. Do you understand?
That tune was big still.
At all. Do you understand? But
Like, it's mad because where's all these tunes? There's so much stuff that ain't like Terminator. If you got that, upload that.
But that's you have to big him up because again,
It's Terminator. If you've got that
history, you understand? For me, I'll be honest with you, bro. I've still got the Shot of Music mixtapes. I found a bunch of them one time. My dad kind of just held them.
But you just ain't got the one with his verse.
But I don't. But for me, these are the official ones that's on the channel now.
Have you got the one with his verse?
No. That's a whole song by itself, innit?
Mad, because he wants the one with his verse, innit?
Yeah,
He wants to put it on his YouTube channel.
Yeah, I ain't got it. Yeah. But the point I'm making is that he bought
Street Life Cartel TV. Oh, it's OG's YouTube.
Okay, yeah, big him up, man. But like I say, man, it's history. Do you understand? But I think that was the beginning, and then, like I say, a lot transpired after that.
So boom now. So when you started rapping, what was the response from like people around you? And
Yeah, always good. Do you understand? But you remember them days? Like I said, there was no industry when we started. It was more like, okay, you kind of got a dream, but there was no real industry. Do you understand? So it's more like you're kind of focusing on the road and you're kind of doing it as a hobby. Do you understand? Obviously, with intentions that it's going to go somewhere down the line. That's the beginning. I'm not saying, obviously, it got to the point when I did take it serious, but that period was short-lived because I started practicing, you know what I'm saying, relatively short after that when I actually started to take it seriously, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, obviously, reception was good because, like I say, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, remember our day, you couldn't breathe if you weren't someone. If you weren't good and you weren't someone relevant on the road, you weren't getting a spot on a DVD. Do you understand? Those DVDs that I was featuring on, you had to be someone to get on it. Do you understand? So that's what it is, yeah.
And you was all over them. And the maddest thing is I realised South London was literally the home of all of that.
100%.
DVD stuff. So because if I didn't go and link Free Finger that day, I wouldn't have been on them DVDs.
Yeah.
Remember that's that freestyle done with Big Nasty and all that.
Yeah, the IV images.
Yeah.
Because I was on that DVD, but with the G Street.
Yeah, it's Free Finger. Free Finger. You get me?
Free Fingers, man. Yeah,
you get me? By his email went and linked, and he said, God, "You get what I'm saying?" He made me go and spit to. Is it me?
No, they definitely controlled it. Still, they definitely controlled it.
Yeah, Terminator. If you got that track, I know he won't have the one with you and Oates. It's mad.
He might if it's who I think it is, he pretty does. If it's who I think it is, so yeah, maybe.
But yeah, so boom now. Yeah. What was your first project? Furthermore, all right, cool. So you started it. See, when you was doing the music, did you start with Blade and your brother?
No, I never started. Like I said, I started with Otis. I started with OG.
Shit.
That's the first OG.
Right, cool. So
and
boom,
then,
that's a Tottenham man, yeah. OG, yeah. So what made you then go to South?
It's not. Again, it's not go to South. Remember, I've always been in South. I'm in South. There's one point where I'm in South all the time. So that's why a lot of people think I'm from South because I'm there all the time. Remember, I was in Stockwell. I was basically living there. Do you understand? I'm there all the time. I remember my stepmom never moved from there to way down the line. So I was always in Battersea. I basically had a yard there, innit? Do you understand? So I'm there all the time. And then, like I say, me and Blade are doing our thing on the road or whatever. And then I think the first tune we done together was that tune, God We Trust and Guns We Trust More. And that was on the Streets Incarcerated. They did a video for that on that. And then...
Did I come to that video? Remember we done a video one time?
No, that's Great Minds. That was Great Minds. Yeah. We did it in there. The St. Paul. Like,
Yeah. That was mad still.
Yeah.
Terminator, upload that as well.
I think he did, you know.
Don't lie.
No, it's on a DVD. It's on the Streets Incarcerated.
Yeah.
So you can see it on there, yeah. But that's on YouTube. That's on a couple channels. I've seen it. Yeah. But but me and Blade, it was more a road argument between me and him. Do you understand? And again, we're just, like I say, we got very, like, remember, like I say, he's like my brother, innit? So we're rolling, we're raving, we're living life together. We're doing what we're doing, but we're just kind of making tunes in between it. He was taking it a bit more serious than me at that point.
Who's the main members in SWAT?
Me and Blade.
Blade, just two of you?
Blade, Vipex, Free Up Vipex, you know what I'm saying?
Vipex was in SWAT, yeah?
Yeah.
Archery?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Remember, he's busy blocking it, but he was SWAT. He was with us. Do you understand? So it's mainly us three. Plus, we had a producer, Money Anderson, and there was another couple rappers that were kind of.
Producer was cold still.
Yeah, he was cold. He's the one who made Realest Niggas with me and me and Stitch, and that tune If You're a King as well. He made that. He made a couple of the tunes on the mixtape still.
Stitch is he's gonna be a rapper for a second.
Yeah, but to be fair, bro, you have to remember Big Stitch at that time, fam. He was a big man out here, bro. You can't take that from Stitch. Why? But at that moment, Stitch was the man. People can't take that from Stitch.
Pick him up.
He didn't need to be good. Do you understand? Whether people thought he was good or not, he was Stitch.
Big up Simon.
He was Stitch. He would have. You know what I'm saying? He would have gone somewhere, and he just obviously life and
you know what? Yeah,
to do that. But
to be fair, he had his own flow still. Yeah, he's on some bossy thing.
Bro, that verse he had on my tune,
my heart is cold, my strap is warm.
I don't know about that one, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, don't.
The one he had on mine, the tune me and him done.
Go mad
Brother,
on
the
it.
tune me and him done, he killed that.
I keep on telling these fools, I've got machines, you've only got tools.
Nah, I don't know.
Am I going mad?
Nah, you're going mad, man. Big up Sia, man. But I'm saying, the tune with me and him, he killed that.
So you don't rate that tune with me and saying, oh,
I don't know, I can't remember it, you know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you now. I'm telling you it now.
I'm saying.
So cold, you get me? Big tune, you get what I'm saying?
But again, like I say, remember them times, there's enough guys that weren't that good, if that makes sense.
But look, for example, mind games.
What I'm saying, for example, I'm talking about, look at Gucci Mane.
Yeah.
When he first come out, man thought he was dead, but man was talking, everything he was saying was facts.
Right.
When he's talking about be the murder rap, nigga, change the subject. You know what I'm saying? People knew that he killed the man and he beat the murder.
Nori. I can't believe you gone past Nori. Nori's the first rapper to come and just say anything.
Anything. Do you understand? But again, if it's real, that's what people cared about. So again, Stitcher could have been the biggest rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Stitcher was cold, man. You're going mad.
He could have been the biggest rapper if he stuck it because he was telling the truth, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, come on. Facts only from this side of town, isn't it?
Yeah, but like I say, big up everyone.
Yeah, man. So getting back to the question.
Yeah.
So, all right, so what made you feel like, all right, I'm going to rap with these South man instead of Otis and that?
It's not even instead of Otis, fam. You have to remember, bro, yeah. My mindset them times is different, yeah.
It was a power move still, because he was...
No, but people look at that, yeah, but people don't realise that these were my real friends, bro. It wasn't like a calculated thing on... When I'm rolling with them G shoots there, these are my real friends. These are man that I chill with and we watch DVDs on history or right knowledge or we don't say we're actually friends. It's not like I'm linking a man just to go raving or for some numbers game. We want a numbers game. These are people like Jam, Titch, Debo, them man from G Street, I'm saying.
Yeah, now when I'm watching the DVD, you're looking like you was...
No, they're my real brothers.
Like I
haven't come there to do a DVD.
Why for that?
I'm in their yard chilling and then a man said, oh, there's a DVD and then we're going to do you understand? You don't understand how it was. I remember Blade can knock on my door and stay in my yard without me being there. Go knock on my door.
And stay there.
What I'm trying to say.
Cool.
But you're reaching for
you said without you being there.
You're reaching for the Titanic.
You said without him being there. You said without him being there. You get what I'm saying?
For gin.
Nah, but it's just bare you and
invisible.
It's bare you and Blade though.
No, but I'm saying, but that's like my real brother. It's not like I say, that's a man that, like I say, like if he's not in his house and I knock the door, his mum will let me in and I can be in his room chilling and wait for it. Understand? Like,
honestly, yeah,
it's not.
You used to bring him on the ends as well.
The reason I'm saying,
no, but you used to bring him on the ends as well.
Yeah,
he used to bring. Like Blake could come Tottenham from years ago. I've seen.
But I've even took him to do videos on the farm. He's
from years ago.
Riding. He's got a video on the farm.
You get
what I'm saying? But the point I'm making is that you know what I'm saying, fam. The reason why everything's the way it is now because enough people were linking up on some fake friendship thing. Do you understand? Opportunist business. Enough people was linked. Remember the North Star thing? No one can't take that away. How powerful that was. So a lot of people that was around you lot weren't really your friends, bro. I know it for a fact. I'm not gonna go into things, but I've argued with
it's been proved.
But the point I'm making, I've argued with people, and then they've said things about, you understand, certain people. And I'm thinking, Rob, I I swear you're with them though.
Mind games.
Do you understand? But again, man just took opportunity because the North Star power, it was a powerhouse. Do you understand? But it's the same with it's the same with a lot of other situations. But me, I never got into that. My whole thing was that I've got my own mates. These are my family. I would kill and die for them. Anyone outside of that, I'm not interested in. I'm not gonna do this fake link up thing or whatever. Like these people, anyone you saw me with them days. That's why even if you see them on certain DVDs, I don't big up no one. I ain't got a bag of features. I ain't got none of that. Anyone you saw me feature with or whatever, these were my people. Do you understand? So
I see the one where you big up Denzel.
Come look at Denzel.
Yeah.
That's my best friend. That's my brother.
I see you always repping Denzel, you get me?
Come Denzel, that's my real, and like I said,
R.I.P. as well, man.
Even our relationship was crazy, I'm saying, because remember I was hanging with his older brother first, Damien. So when I'm like 15, Damien's 25. Damien's like 10 years older than man. And we're doing crazy, you know what's going on at that time, Damien is a demon. You know what I'm saying? Where that's why we kind of moved to Birmingham. He was involved in that argument. He's licked off. It's him.
Mad. It's all gone wrong. Yeah.
It's him. He's the madman. He's licking. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to kill man because they don't want to give him. He's like, you know what I'm saying? He's a madman, and this is who I was rolling with. Do you understand? From 15, 16. So when people don't understand why a man was a certain way, it's like this is why a man was not hanging around with normal people at that age. Shouldn't have been rolling with Damien at 16. You understand? When man's 20, he's a clean 10 years older than me. You understand? Killer and, you know what I'm saying, on stuff. I shouldn't have been rolling with him, do you understand? But after me and Denzel got close because of that relationship, and then, like I say, Denzel was my bro, man.
How did that feel to lose him? Like,
to be honest, yeah, that's probably one of the worst things that ever happened to me, and the best thing that ever happened to me. Because it's like, when he died, it's even mad, you know. Imagine, like, remember, me and Denzel was with each other every day, yeah? Every day, 9 o'clock in the morning, he calls me, do you understand? And then, but again, them times, you know, we got our women or whatever, so there's a certain point where we don't, obviously we're gone now, he's going to his girlfriend, I'm going where I'm going now. And then a week before he died, it's like, I'll get these mad feelings, like anxiety, do you understand? So he's leaving me. And one time I even cried. One time, like, a tear dropped up. I was like, what am I going to do if my man goes? Because remember, these times we're literally like me and him against the world now. Do you understand? Where, you understand? Anyone can get it. If you're not with us, anyone can get it. That was our attitude, you understand? So that week now, I remember before he died now, I was having mad anxiety every time he leave me now. And then the day before he died, he was in the car and he must have put that DMX tune on. My niggas is the niggas that arrive with me. I must have put the tune on. He's like, brother, this is for you, you know. He said, bro, I don't care about no one, you know. He said, you're my number one, you know. I don't care about now. I see them time, you know, you're young. I'm saying, brother, relax, man, cool, man. Like, you don't know, my brother. Relax, you know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, brother, nah, you're my number one, you know. I don't care about no one. Do you understand? That night, even that night was weird. Like that night, we've gone to link some, you know what I'm saying, some females, whatever. Now, we're not even talking to them. It was so weird because like we're there. We're not even talking to them. We're just talking. We're on the other side of the room. We're talking, and just catching drop ourselves. Even like after, they were like, I remember even them laughing, saying that we thought you're not aware that why have you come in, not even talking to us? But we just literally we made peace with each other that night. So left him 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Now he's like, brother, I got to sell the car in the morning. He had a couple cars in time, so I'm gonna sell one of the cars in the morning. I'm gonna come and link you straight after. I'm gonna drink you as well. Do you understand? Left him now. And then that was it, man. Calling him all day, phone ain't on. And like I knew. And then I remember his girlfriend called me like 6 o'clock that evening, and I just broke down. I knew. Yeah, just broke down. I said, I knew. And even see my man, yeah, I'll tell you something. That was the realest person. Like you could say one of the realest person I ever met in my life, you know what I'm saying? Because no matter what people thought of him, that man had a heart of gold, that 100%. Even like, you have to remember, even for him, that he literally got stabbed up and he could have driven to the hospital and he could have pretty made it. He drove home to say bye to his mum because obviously I don't know what really happened, what was going through his mind, but man was closer to the hospital. He could have drove to the hospital, but he drove home. And then obviously his mum told me, he said he got there and he said, Mum, bye. And then collapsed, you know what I'm saying?
R.I.P.
But with Denzel now, what happened now? Say like maybe 6 months to like a year, because between me, I've never spoke about this. Even this, I never spoke about this, but a lot of surreal things happened straight after. Because I was having dreams, and I knew who killed him, before anyone knew. He come in. I'm not saying he come in a dream, but in Islam, we believe that. But I say it's not that time.
I know.
Yeah, he came in my dream, bro. Yeah, and he told me who done it. Do you understand? And obviously, we understand in Islam that there's a barrier between dead and living people, but there's a jinn that is with everyone. So that jinn that's with you, these more time. So when you're talking about psychics and these things, they're not necessarily communicating with dead people. They're communicating with the car. It's called a qarin. It's the jinn that lives with the person for their whole life. So they know every element of that person's life. Do you understand? So obviously everyone can believe what they believe, but I believe that there's a barrier between the dead and the living. Do you understand? So when you're seeing people contacting people or whatever, more time it's the jinn that's with them. Do you understand? So obviously Denzel's in my dream telling me what happened. Do you understand? And it was to the point where he was coming to my dream so much times that I couldn't even stay in my yard. It was rough, do you understand? People been in my house. Do you understand? They've seen him in my room. Do you understand? Like, it was rough. It was a weird time where a lot of surreal things were happening, do you understand? And I was just in a mad thing for like I say a year, like I was just like a demon, do you understand?
People saying you're getting mad.
I'm not saying mad like thing, but maybe I was, because like I said, but I'm rolling with 2 guns. I'm just onto like, I'm trying to victimize anyone I can for fun. I'm like a demon now. But what happened now? Remember, he never got buried for a while. Do you understand? Because it's a murder. And then when they buried him now, the funeral was kind of empty. And you know how popular Denzel was, but in my mind, it's like, you know what? Enough people are pretty happy he's dead. You know, 'cause he was a problem for them. Do you understand? Enough people going out there were his brethren, but he had people under pressure. Do you understand? He wasn't easy. If he didn't like you, he wasn't easy. Do you understand? So maybe that's why the funeral was somewhat empty. Do you understand? So I'm not saying it went straight away, but say about 6 months after that, it kind of hit me, and I was like, you know what? I can't go out like this. You understand? That man's got too much good in me to kind of go out like a demon. Do you understand? Okay, cool. I'm not an easy person. I know I'm doing certain things, but you know, our thing wasn't. It wasn't always an oppression thing. It was a case that we're lions in a jungle. Do you understand? I'm a certain way inclined. I've never really been a bully or nothing like that. Do you understand? But again, if you're a drug dealer, you think you're a bad boy and you got things, I'm gonna come and take your things. If you're a bad boy, defend your things. There's no oppression here. Do you understand? You're a bad boy, so if I'm able to take your things, it's not oppression. It's
the game.
It's an experience. Do you understand? It's the game. Do you understand? But
Come say that.
like I say, got to the point where, like, you know what, I need to kind of make a change, and that's the real beginning of my, you could say, the real spiritual journey. Do you understand? Learning about death, learning about all of the religions. Again, we'll get into that, but it was a very interesting experience. You know what I'm saying?
Always, it's like with me with Wayne, innit? Like my brethren, RIP, my right hand.
Yeah, he went to my school still.
Come on, Lynch, man, a bad boy. You get me? But yeah, boom. It's like it's a hard thing to get over. Man's still not over it.
You don't.
Yeah, man's still not over it. Just
Yeah.
everything, and you know the maddest thing, yeah. See everything what happens in your life after. You always think like, imagine if Wayne was here, or you might think, imagine if Denzel was here. Do you get what I'm saying? Like certain things just wouldn't be. But yeah, RIP.
100%, man. But at the same time, God,
Allah knows best.
Allah don't make no mistakes, and everyone has their time. But I think that for me, the most important thing is that a lot of people don't realize that no circumstance should ever make you a worse person. Everything should make you a better person, no matter what it is. Maybe whether someone dies, health issues, whatever it is, every opportunity or every situation should always be a benefit to you in some way, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how painful it is. Because again, we're gonna get into things now that, like I say, that are way worse. So this is not that was difficult, but there's way worse things that's happened, bro. Recently, do you understand? Recent things that's happened, but for me, it's like I ain't got time to make this mash me up. Do you understand? I'm gonna be going Satan's, or I'm going mad, or I'm a demon. I'm making it an excuse. It's not an excuse, brother, because people go to Syria, go certain countries, they're going through things every day. Way worse than what we're going through. Our lives are easy, brother.
Yeah.
And people think they're special. Do you understand? People think that like death is exempt from you because you're special, because you're, you know what I'm trying to say? Everyone's gonna taste death. Death is a normal thing that's coming to all of us. You understand? So you ain't got no excuse to try to make that into something.
Yeah, within 100 years, all of us are gone.
It's difficult.
In this room.
It's one of the most
Get me.
difficult things to process.
All of us are gone in this room within 100 years.
100%. But again, you should always make these things turn you into a better person. That's my philosophy.
So boom now.
Oh, gone.
Gone.
No, I was going to say, like, touching on what he was saying, like, we come from a place where we're surrounded by people that can be your best friend, but they've also got a side where they can be your worst enemy as well, like when you and them ain't, do you know what I mean?
100%.
Do you get me? So, like, how did you know, like you said, he kept coming to you in your dreams, yeah? After he got buried, did they slow down?
Somewhat, but again, it was like, it wasn't really dreams. Like people, like
Might be last strike, you know.
someone.
Why is that last strike?
Can we move on from that, innit? Let's not leave him in
I just
that.
wanted to ask him that question.
it's
Can I
cool,
not
it's
ask
cool,
him
it's
now?
cool. I'll tell you something. Yeah, I'll tell you something. I'll give you something that I.
It's traumatic.
No,
Just
it's
let him
not
answer
true.
the
No, but you know to just stay on it.
Brother,
like.
I'm bro. You see.
But I was ready to move off then.
No, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. Yeah. This is probably one of the most important things that we even should talk about, because you have to remember, between me and you, yeah, look at your situation. Look at anyone's situation out here. The most difficult thing that we all deal with, and the defining factor whether certain people go mad or they get successful, whatever, is death. They lose a mom, they lose their dad, they lose a loved one, and it sets them in a complete different direction. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And more time it goes two ways. For me, I can always say that I've used these things to make me. So when you look at how I am now, the things I've accomplished in my life, this is from death, brother. This is not from life. This is not from happy days and clapping my hands and love. This is from pain. It's from difficult situations that's made me into the best person that I believe not the best, but the best version of myself.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to be a better version of myself. Do you understand? But this, like I say, touching on Denzel now. People were seeing him in my room and things like this now. But what happened now between me and you, and I've never touched on this before, you know what I'm saying? And I think and it's gonna explain other things as well, is that them time, I'm not gonna name names, but there's another man around us. I'll say, I don't wanna bait him up in, we'll say it off camera.
I nearly said his name, but go on.
No, I'm saying there's a man around us that was going to psychics.
Yeah, I'm not going
and
to
chatting
say
to dead
name.
people. Yeah,
He
was trying to contact dead people. You probably know what I'm talking about. as well.
Astaghfirullah.
This is before Islam. It's before Islam. Yeah.
I don't agree with them, though. But go on.
Yeah, there's a man that's what he used to do. He used to.
Why are you baiting me up though, man?
I'm not baiting you up. Fam.
I'm joking.
I'm not even talking about. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about.
Obviously not. Come on, man. You're
but there's some-
awful. You're kind, mad. Man, saying I'm not talking about you, man.
No, I'm not talking about.
Yeah,
you.
come on, man.
I'm saying there's a man around.
We
us,
know.
that man,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that used to go to people to speak to dead people, and I said, you know what? I want to go and chat to Denzel. This is before Islam. Yeah. I've gone to. There was a psychic fair. I've gone there now. There's bare of them in the room. It's a big like event type of thing. Like. Gone there now, and there's one woman that's staring at me. She's like walked in. Gone to her now. So your friend's there. So she goes, you wanna have this conversation? So obviously, yeah, of course. She's recorded it. Do you understand? I've destroyed the tape now because I don't agree with these things, and I know religion does.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I
don't
know.
get twisted. No religion agrees with this stuff. Do you understand? It's stuff that you shouldn't tamper with. You understand? But again, this is before Islam. Spoke to her now. Obviously, she's saying Denzel's there, but she's saying crazy things, telling me about his case, telling me who killed him, when the case date is. She's telling me about my mum, about my dad, she's telling me about everyone, just saying crazy things. And we're there for like a whole hour. Do you understand? And she's talking about. Remember them time I just come from America. She's saying, yeah, you was in America. You know, you got a good reception over there. They like you over there. If you go back over there, you're gonna be big, but you're gonna have enough problems over there. And she's saying this and then what? She started talking about friends as well. Certain man I was around, and certain man I was having problems. She's talking about that, talking about surveillance. I did these things back in the day. The police they're onto you and this and whatever and that. But long story short, one thing she said though that was crazy. Yeah, is that she said to me, what do you want to be? And this is why I say, when these people say they're contacting dead people, they're not. They contacted it. And again, people can believe what they want to believe. But I believe that, and this is clear cut, I believe, obviously from Islam. If you're a Muslim, this is what we know, this is what we believe, is that your guardian is with you from you're born and doesn't leave you till you're dead. And everyone's got them. So my one could be talking to your one and saying, okay, yeah, boom. And you find it, why people say they'll talk to their grandma, they'll say things their grandma said, they'll know secrets, because that guardian is with the person their whole life. Do you understand? But so again, wherever she's talking to knows me, because remember, they're with me every single day, know me my whole life. Do you understand? They know me better than anyone knows me after Allah. Do you understand? Yeah? So she's saying, what do you want to, what's your dream? What do you want to be? Do you understand? I said, I just want to be close to God. And then she laughed, innit? She said, you just want to be the best at whatever you're doing. Do you understand? But she said, all these things that you're going through now with these people, your friends, because she's talking about, I don't want to go into it, but she's talking about man them, like, I don't want to name names, but she's man that we know. She's saying, yeah, this man, you got a problem with this guy. Deep down, you got a problem because he's scared of you. Do you understand? He knows you. He knows your next up. He knows your potential. So he's got issues with you because he knows what can come from your problems. Do you understand? So he just he's showing himself now. Do you understand? But she said, you know what? All this stuff that you're going through, don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it, because in 10 years you're gonna be somewhere completely different. You're not even gonna be here no more. Don't even worry about it. Your life's gonna be completely different. You're not gonna be here no more. Do you understand? And like I say, these things don't know the future. Do you understand? But they know you. And I think the way I was soul searching at the time, they just maybe had an inclination that, okay, you know what? When Islam comes to this person, or when any good opportunity comes to this person, anything that's righteous or anything that is spiritual that's gonna benefit him, he's gonna take it. Do you understand? And then, like I say, 10 years later, where am I? I'm in Mecca.
MashaAllah, but
do you understand? So,
I want to, you know what it is? I want to know
like
how you got to that. Like where, because you,
yeah,
all right,
we'll
cool.
get to that. Yeah, but again,
what was your first project? What was your first project?
For me, that was the cut-off point with Denzel.
Yeah.
So then,
That was there was the dreams, there was people seeing him in my room. There was that moment, and then I think after that, like I say, when I went on the spiritual journey.
You were still rapping though, after that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course, yeah, of course.
That's what I'm saying. So
I remember, man was Muslim, but I come to Islam and I was still rapping for like 2 years. Remember, I come to Islam shaky. Do you understand? Remember, I took Shahada myself. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I didn't really have the typical Islamic beginning, if that makes sense. You go to the mosque and you take Shahada and you got all these brothers around. I never had none of that. Do you understand? I kind of did it myself. Do you understand? So, like I said, it was a shaky 2 years where man was still B Dubble. And then, obviously, we'll get to that point. But like I said, I was just trying to close that door with the Denzel situation. Because obviously, after that, there was no more of that. You know what I'm saying?
So then, what made you like stop rapping and like take your deen more serious?
So basically, like I say, after that moment, when you could say around that time where all this stuff happened, like I said, I've gone on a spiritual journey. Yeah, so I'm learning everything now. I'm learning Egyptology, I'm learning Nawabianism, I'm learning Taoism, I'm learning Scientology, I'm learning everything. I'm studying everything you can think of. Do you understand? Voodoo,
Stuff.
yeah, like real talk. Even like because again, I think for me it's the best thing that ever happened to me, bro. Because you have to remember, no disrespect to people, but this is why there's so much confusion in religion. Because people don't take the time to learn about all of them. Do you understand? They think they know, but they don't know nothing. Do you understand? They think they know about this and know about that. They don't know nothing. Do you understand? Because these things take a lot of years to digest and to really understand. Do you understand? And it's something that is the most important thing in our lives. Is our connection with God. Do you understand? Because that's who you're going to return to. You're going to return to God whether you like it or not. Do you understand? So you have to take that argument very seriously. Do you understand? So me going through all of these things now, like I said, the last one I came to was you could say the quote unquote Lucifer religion. But not the goth thing and the emo thing, drinking blood and all that. I'm talking about the Lucifer religion, the way you could say certain celebrities understand it. I'm not going to name names because it's all speculation, but it's not speculation. Do you understand? A lot of these people are They're Luciferians. But when you understand how they understand it, you will believe it 10 times more.
Jake and
because I tell you what happened. Let me tell you why. Yeah, because if you said like I say, if you said, for example, Drake or Jay-Z or Beyonce, or you said a name. I'm not saying they are.
I said it.
I'm saying you say a name,
Drake.
a person at the top of the game. They're giving charity, they're smiling at people, they're loving people, they're doing all these things now.
Luciferian.
You just say this person's a Luciferian don't make sense to the normal person because they don't understand what they believe. Do you understand? If you understand what they believe, then it will make 10 times more sense. Because even from the Quran perspective, Lucifer is not a fallen angel, he's a jinn. He was from the most, there's a tribe of the jinn called the Ifrit, and they're the most powerful jinn. And he was very
Should I bring Bashir for Tommy, innit?
Come on.
Go on. I realised I should have rang Bashir, you know.
Maybe. But again, one thing I don't debate with no one. Do you understand? If someone's educated, I'm happy to have a conversation with you, but some people argue for the sake of arguing. I'm not going to do that. No,
I hear that, yeah.
I'm not interested in that. That's not my place. You understand? As far as I'm concerned, Allah is merciful. Do you understand? Allah will make things clear to him when it's time. Whether he accepts it, it's up to him. Do you understand? But Allah is going to make it clear to him.
All right, go on, continue, because I'm going mad.
What I'm making that.
It's just that
Lucifer is not a fallen angel, because in Islam we believe angels don't have free will. Angels are creations of God that don't have free will. Do you understand? So obviously I'm not. It's up to what people want to believe, but that's how we understand this dynamic, is that Allah has made many creations. You understand? Like animals. Animals have animal instinct. They do what they want to do. They're not in sin for killing another animal or having sex with another animal. Do you understand? They're animals, and they're created to do what they do. Angels are created to do the commands of Allah. They just obey Allah without question. Do you understand? The jinn and the human beings are very similar. Obviously, we're different. We're made from different things, but we're similar in that we have free will. So Lucifer was the highest of the jinn. He basically was wrongly with the angels. He was at that point where he was so righteous that he was with the angels. Do you understand? When Adam was created now, there was an element of jealousy that, okay, I'm with the angels now. I'm who I am. Why is Adam going to take over the earth? When obviously the humans have dominion over the earth. He was jealous about that. He waged war with Adam. It's long story short. I don't want to go into the intricacies, but long story short, that was the beginning of the war between the jinn and the human beings, or the Lucifer and his people against the righteous human beings. You understand? But with that situation, there's another side to the story. Do you understand? So if you look at Islam or Christianity or Judaism, we're taught to obey God and to worship God and to be righteous people and have parameters. Do you understand? Have limits. You want to have sex with someone, you marry them. You want to make money, you make it in a lawful way. You can still live your life, but there's parameters, yeah?
Parameters.
Tomato.
Yeah, I know. I'm just...
Yeah.
Perimeters, innit? A-star, innit? But go on. Gangster nerd.
Yeah.
But go on.
No,
Gangster nerd. You get what I'm saying? Like, gangster nerd. Perimeter. It's an alarm bell.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
boundaries.
Right, I hear that.
Boundaries, yeah? But the point I'm making is that in our understanding of things is that we have boundaries. What Lucifer has told these people is that God wanted you to be a slave. God wanted you to be a certain way. Do you understand? I didn't want that for you. I wanted you to be like the angels. I wanted you to be supreme. I wanted you to basically like you understand that, to be like a God. Do you understand?
That's what Lucifer was saying.
So when you're understanding what these people are dealing with, it's the same thing like I said, obviously I spoke about it before, but it's mad. It's like even if you understand the eating of the forbidden fruit and you look at the Apple phone, it's got a bite out of it. Because you with this phone, it's like
mind games. It's all mind games.
Limitless knowledge.
Yeah,
you understand?
Like
Limitless
mind
good
I was
and
looking
bad.
at someone explaining about the alcohol and why they call it a spirit.
Yeah.
Because it's like a spirit comes into you because you act different when you drink
alcohol.
Spirits.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's like
but alcohol,
certain things what they call them the way they do.
Alcohol comes with a ghoul.
Do you understand?
Ghoul is a spirit. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Alcohol, it comes
Do you get
from the
me?
word.
So look at what things are. You see wording.
Yeah, the thing out of the Apple, I clocked that as well.
Do you understand?
So
So
much
again, so
stuff.
when you're understanding these people at the top
And
of the game,
they're throwing it, they just...
But the devil is
share
a
it,
liar.
right? Yeah.
and at the top of the
Anyways,
game,
do you get what I'm saying
for
about
these people, it makes sense.
Mecca, not everybody have free reign.
Do what you want to do. Do you understand? Do what you want to do. I'm here to help you be supreme, to be, you know what I'm trying to say? He's not there telling them to drink. Obviously, after, it's a different argument. But that's how the door opens, you understand? He's not saying, you understand, kill children or whatever. They're not coming like they're saying, no, Lucifer was with you. He wanted you to be special. You understand? That's how they open the door. Do you understand? That was the kind of the end of the the journey. Obviously, shortly after that now, my cousin, big up Abdurrahim Shaw, he come out of jail, and he was Muslim, but he was you could say he was somewhat practicing in it, because again, I'm not gonna go into it, but you know what was going on in South London with the Muslim thing, and then even outside of that, in Tottenham, I'm around the Turks and them, or certain people, they're Muslims, but you know what's going on. Do you understand? There's no Islam. Big up Kem. Big up my brother Kem. Big up Kem.
And is it?
You know what I'm saying? Big up everyone, but Kem, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Big up Kem. Yeah. But the point I'm making is that my understanding of Islam was very tainted, if that makes sense. And again, and it's obviously looking back at it now, it was my mistake, because I should have understood the differentiation between Muslims and Islam. Like, Islam is perfect, but the Muslims ain't. Do you understand? And that's what I was. That's what I was trying to tell Tommy, the madman. Yeah, of course. Yeah, madman.
Is it like when you is it like when people saying, but ain't you meant to be a Christian? Is that like when people are judging you because you believe in something, but you're not living completely?
You go to the doctors, and you make some mistake. Are you going to or the medicine? Now you say medicine is wrong. No, the doctor's a bad doctor. Do you understand? If a mechanic mash up your car, you're not going to never go to a mechanic again. Do you understand? It's like there's a differentiation between the you could say the umbrella and then the person. Do you understand? Yeah. So that's one thing I kind of didn't acknowledge at the time, but again, when he come out, he obviously explained Islam to me. He said, obviously, Islam is not what these people are doing. Islam is that you believe in the Most High, the one who created the heavens and earth, not no person you can see in a picture, not a man, not a tree, not energy, do you understand? Not universe, none of that. It's God, the one who created all of these things, the creator. You worship that alone. Do you understand? You accept all of the prophets. You don't choose which ones you want to accept. You accept all of them. You accept all the revelation. Because even as a Muslim, we have to accept the Bible. Do you understand? We just don't accept anything that goes against the Quran that's in the Bible that is here today. Do you understand? Because we believe that there's a revelation that come. But even Christian scholars, they accept that there's been some changes and there's been tampering. Do you understand? To many of the religious books before.
Why for that?
Why?
Spray.
Why?
Tampering.
But you say you know English.
No, but tampering.
You speaking?
We're not really tampering like that, but yeah, boom. Why for that still? Why for that? We're not out here tampering, fam. You got to find another word, fam.
Tampering.
Tampering is tampering is mad fireless, you get me?
Yeah.
The fire's tamper, you get me? But
tampering, yeah. Anyway, we believe in all of the books that have come down, but we obviously hold on to the Quran. We believe in the angels, we believe in the day of judgment, we believe that God decrees everything. These are like the tenets of Islam, do you understand? And for me, I remember hearing that and just being angry, do you understand? Like, bro, how come I'm around all these years? No one's told me that this is what it is, do you understand? Because for me, it's like, remember, I'm going through all of these, you could say, religions or spiritual beliefs or whatever now, but I'm always coming to a brick wall. Remember, I've grown up Christian, do you understand? So and no matter what people want to say, if you remember, I was a practicing Christian for a while. When Denzel died, a little while after, I turned proper practicing Christian, do you understand? Born again Christian. So when you understand the real Christianity is very similar to Islam. Not just you're not supposed to have sex without marriage. You're not supposed to get drunk or smoke weed or rob people. Or you're not supposed to do the same things we believe is the same thing they believe when it comes to general day-to-day coherence with mankind. Yeah? Same thing. Do you understand? But again, I'm always coming to brick walls in terms of what they believe. Do you understand? Remember, I'm dealing with the Nawabianism thing. Right. They believe in that God is a man with an afro. Do you understand? A black man with an afro. Christians, they have their beliefs, do you understand? About Jesus is God or Jesus is this or whatever. I don't accept this, do you understand? Other religions, they believe that God is consciousness or God is a woman or God is... there's always a brick wall, do you understand? So even though everything, maybe 90% of it is amazing and it makes sense, I'm always coming to brick walls, you understand? So when Islam come to me and I was like, brother, this is what I believe my whole life since I'm a child in the church. I'm telling them that I want to just pray to God. I love Jesus, but I just want to pray to God. I'm not praying to that. I'm going from the Bible. I'm a smart, I read. So I'm saying, look, the 10 Commandments is telling me don't associate partners with God. It's a worse sin. How can I associate a partner with God? They're quiet, do you understand? I'm 5 years old. I'm dealing with them at 5 years old. Do you understand?
Mind games. He wasn't.
So when Islam
He
come,
was older, innit?
so when Islam,
He was older, innit, Cream? He was older than 5 when he was older than 5 when you done all of that.
you me?
Yeah, definitely.
Man said I was older than 5, but I was 5.
When you and
But I was
when you said to
drinking
them,
alcohol
how,
at 5.
you said
I was
and
doing
you-
things. Remember, I
Alright,
was
so
a
when
very.
you was 5,
remember,
you said what you just said now, like like that's very like that's amazing.
brother, you learn 10 commandments. Remember, you got,
That's bloody amazing.
let me tell you something, fam. When you go to old
Like,
school
if my
churches,
5-year-old said that to me, I swear,
bro, but that's what
I'll go to the person I need to go to and say, he needs to go to university
brother,
today.
that's what I was.
Like, I want all the money in the world today.
But think about
sign him
like,
for
like,
something.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you
Sign
said
him for something.
I'm glad you said that. Now,
But this is too.
I'm glad you said that.
And he didn't get GCSEs. This is mind games. Mind games. You got every GCSE.
You know my daughter.
They can't hear you.
When you meet my
mad, they can't
again,
hear.
he knows my
They
oldest.
can't even hear him.
But let him say
Spray.
it.
He knows my oldest daughter.
Right.
Genius to get as well.
If you meet this girl's already getting shahadas now. She's different. Do you understand? And again, I'm not romanticizing.
No, fam, I was a genius
No,
as well.
but
So
you're
this is me. I'm hating.
I know, but
I can't believe you're sitting there thinking you was a genius
Don't
as
hate,
well.
don't hate, because what I'm saying,
it's not hate.
no, but what I'm saying
Jokes,
is that
you get me, but-
these are simple things.
I
that
was
children understand.
smart, but I'm thinking, was I that
Yeah.
smart? You get what I'm saying?
Nah,
I'm
but
thinking,
it's not
but I was-
smart though, fam. We call it fitra. It's natural disposition.
Yeah. I was
understand? It's natural disposition, fam. It's fitra.
Brother, I had
Understand?
fitra.
You understand?
Fitra.
Because
I
again,
had
for
that.
me,
I
that's
had
not.
fitra.
It's more. You have to be more of a genius to accept other things. That he's not God and he is God and he's not. That's a genius, brother. I'm not that smart to get that. I understand that there's God. He created
eight,
everything.
innit?
Nah, brother, I'm telling you, I was.
just winding you up, winding you up.
Why I'm saying that, yeah, I weren't going to church at 8.
No, I'm going,
I'm saying
I'm just
I
winding you up. You're going
I stopped
mad,
church from say like 7. I weren't really going to church after 7 as a kid.
Cream don't
So
believe.
say from
I don't
say
believe
from
in what?
4.
He was 5.
Say from 4 to like 7, there was a certain church I was going to in Battersea.
Such a-
Yeah?
yeah.
I wasn't going there after that. Do you understand? Yeah. But the point I'm making is that you learn 10 commandments in Sunday school. You go through these are base. These are not. It's not high levels of Christianity. This is the basics for children that you learn 10 commandments. You understand? So for me, it's like, raw, but hold on, you don't. Even I'm looking at everything. Like even like when they got pictures of. I'm saying these not make images.
Fam.
Why are these things here? Do you understand?
Reaching all them brick walls at 5 is mad.
But bro, this is
Reaching all them brick walls at 5 is mad.
This is the beauty of the fitra. And this is one thing a lot of people have to understand as well. There's a lot of things you believe because people taught you that.
I'm an
That's
idiot.
not what you
I'm an
believe.
idiot. I'm an idiot.
I know.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
But, yeah.
Mind games, man. I know. Mind games, I caught him.
Yeah. No, but the point I'm making, all jokes aside, is that this is the beauty of the fitra. And when people start to analyze their life and say, okay, hold on, so why do I believe this now? I've been taught it. Or I've gone through an experience that's made me believe this now. It's not what you believed as a child. As a child, you only understood God. If something bad happens to you, where do you always look up? You look up, oh God, please help me. This is our fitra. So for me, I was just, because I wasn't maybe, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I can't explain more than that.
Nah, I know what you're
What I'm
saying.
saying is that in Sunday school, you learn about 10 commandments. When I saw don't associate partners with God, that didn't make no sense to me now. When they're telling me Jesus is God, he's a man, he was born, he went toilet, that don't make no sense to me. He's the greatest prophet ever. Even in Islam, we believe in the Immaculate Conception. We believe that, you understand, he was born without no father. We believe in the Quran, so he spoke at birth. We believe even when they persecuted Mary, how did they know? They said he spoke. In the Quran, it says this, that he's told them, I am a prophet of God, as a baby. All the miracles we believe he's coming back, we believe he's the Messiah, we believe he's going to kill the Antichrist, we believe all this stuff, but we just don't believe he's God. We don't believe he's the son of God.
And don't believe he's the
That's
last
it.
prophet.
Not because Muhammad's the last prophet.
Yeah, I know, but that's
not the last prophet,
but that's
yeah.
the difference as well, though.
But how can we? Even if
you know what I mean?
Christianity,
That's the difference
so
as
who
well,
was
innit?
Jesus? Jesus said someone's coming. So who was coming? It was Muhammad.
No, just
Brother,
we'll have to
Cool.
agree to disagree.
Astaghfirullah.
brother, he said he was coming. He came.
I don't know. Yeah.
Do you understand? He come. Yeah, English, mate. What's the English? A's in English.
No, do you know what? A-star. But do you know what, yeah, gangster nerd. But Big Up made you think, because he's been posting you
Big Up made you think.
He's been posting the thing with hits lately.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just to let everyone know, that's not even why he's here. It was actually just
Long time, remember,
Yes, no, but it was literally, this has been booked and
We'll
it just...
get into
it just
why
felt-
it's
no, but it
delayed. But remember, we was gonna
it's
do it
mad.
from long
No, but
time
it's
ago,
mad,
yeah.
because even when I saw him posted, I thought, raw, imagine that. Do you get what I'm saying? I was even thinking he's letting out everything that you're probably gonna say again.
No, but between me and you, my brother, yeah, like I say, a lot of people, not too, but a lot of people contact me regularly to go on their platforms, and again, and it's not. I think for me is that, I still try to keep a lot of my life private. Do you understand? A lot of my life, like, I'll be honest, I've got a very good life because I keep it private. Do you understand? My life is very, very good in real life. Do you understand? But at the same time, it's that I understand that people, you understand, I might say something that's going to benefit people, so I'm just freeing my neck. But for me, like I say, like, I was meant to come in, I think, a long time ago. I meant to come here a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I meant to come here a long time ago.
I know.
Yeah, I
meant to come on my
here
thing.
a long time ago.
You was meant to come on my thing.
Say
That is the
something.
winner.
Say something.
That is the winner.
You know what I'm trying to say?
That's the winner,
I
though.
was meant to be here a long time.
That's the
ago.
winner. But championship,
and
right?
we're here now. Yeah.
But no, like I was saying that clip because I see things and it's like I didn't know. Do you know what I mean? Because I didn't watch the big up hits though. Yeah,
Big up hits.
big up hits. I nearly said real nigga, you know. But yeah, big up hits. You get me, real brother. You get me?
Real brother.
Boom. Yeah, I was chatting to Leader as well. Leader was.
Yeah, big up leader.
Yeah, Leader was. Yeah, hits. Leader was making me know. You get me?
Big up
You
Leader.
get me? Got a big food. You get me? Lift a big food and boom, boom, boom. But you don't know. Boom. Anyway, you were saying something about how you deal with women because of like the relationship you had with your mom.
Yeah.
Like I want to know, like, is that relationship being mended, or how's your relationship with your mum?
You know, so funny about that as well, yeah. Because obviously you see comments in it and people saying what they're saying.
I didn't even read.
No. I saw a couple comments, but again, like I said, I don't reply to comments.
Major things comments. The comment sections is wild, always wild.
Yeah. But so obviously it's my thing, so I'm gonna look at it. You understand? So I saw some comments, and people say, "Oh yeah, how can he say this about his mom or whatever?" But people don't understand. Yeah, the reality is that it's a lot worse than they really think it is. It's a lot worse. But again, I'm not gonna completely rub out my mum. Do you understand? At the end of the day, it's like she is who she is because of things she's gone through as well. My mum had a very difficult life. My mum come here. My mum, like I say, like had abuse from a young age. Do you understand? My granddad was a big man in Africa. Do you understand? So they went through a lot of problems with people trying to kill them and this and spiritual arguments. People, you know, they love to put magic on people and this. And
Yeah.
She went through a lot. She come here at a young age, 17. She started making a lot of money. She was studying and doing well with her studying, but got into, you understand, the drug game, taking it, selling it from a young age. Had me 18 years old. Do you understand? And then it's like a whole life went for a next whirlwind after that. Went in jail for years for manslaughter. So much things happened. Yeah. Because she weren't
Who did
small
she
time.
queff, blood? The boyfriend or something?
Yeah.
Go
So
on.
much, yeah.
Mommy a bad girl. Am I guy mad? Mommy a bad girl though. Alright, cool.
No, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Left upside. How long did she get?
She did like 4 years. I think she got like 7 or something. Did 4 in Africa as well.
No, but manslaughter, you get me.
Yeah.
You can get that.
Like 7. She got like a 7. Yeah.
You can get that.
To be fair, I can't remember exactly how. I can't remember.
My brethren got 4 for manslaughter.
I don't know how she got, but she did 4. My
My brethren got 4-2 for manslaughter. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But anyway, like I'm saying, yeah, I'm not here to expose my mom or talk bad about. I ain't got time for that. I love my mom. No matter what she does, I'm gonna love my mom. Do you understand? The point I was making is that. And again, I think that's the thing about the clip thing. You see, the whole clip thing is a problem because people are taking snippets
Without the
and
context.
there's a whole context to the situation. Man wasn't rubbing. That wasn't even an issue to do with my mum. That was to do with the fact that I had issues growing up because my mum would come in and out of my life, but then she would poison me against my dad, poison me against my stepmom, poison me against my brothers. Do you understand? Whatever reason she had, you know what I'm saying? I understand why she done it now, even though it's not justified. I understand because again, a mother's main job is to look after her child. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So if you're not doing that now, maybe there's an element of jealousy. There's an element of, you understand? You feel like the only way you can kind of have one over the situation is to be vindictive in the situation. Do you understand? So Allah knows why she done what she done, but it affected me.
Yeah.
So when I said the whole reason why I'm saying like, I love my mum. My mum's one who's supposed to look after me. She's supposed to love me more than anyone. But she's been like an enemy to my whole life because I wasn't an evil kid. I wasn't a bad kid. Do you understand? I might have had my ways. You know, we all our ways, but when you live in a household and then your mum's telling you that the one that looks after you can't even cut your hair because she's gonna do judge on you. Your brother that is your brother, he's not really your brother because your stepmom cheated on your dad. And obviously that never happened. But that's what she's telling me. Your dad did this to me. Your dad, everyone's done something to me. These are the people I live with. And then she's telling me, don't say nothing to no one. Don't say nothing to anyone. So when I'm like a recluse in the house and I don't trust no one.
It's a lot to hold.
And this is a child. This is a child. And then on top of that, it's like, remember, like I said, even down to things like I'm saying, bro, she's exposed me to too much as a child. I'm drinking I got drunk at 5 years old with my mum. Why my mum give me alcohol at 5 years old?
Yeah.
Why when I'm getting caught with drugs as a youth, she's telling me, wrap it tight. And in case you need to swallow it and don't do nothing for small money. Why are you telling me that? Tell me off. I've come to South Africa as a youth. She's got her worker. Okay. She's telling the worker, yeah, if he wants weed, go and get him his weed and go and get him like and then you leave me. Do you understand? Like you're coming in and out of my life, and every time you come in a life, come around, you're just causing problems. You understand? So it's not like a thing that when people say, oh, you're calling your mum enemy. It's not like that. But again...
But it's very toxic.
Like, okay, you brought me into this world. Do you understand? But that's where it stopped, as far as I'm concerned. You brought me in and I'm grateful for that. I love you for that.
But you know what it is, yeah? Why I found that a bit difficult.
But that's where it stopped.
Because in Quran or whatever, like, as you know, like, heaven's at your mum's feet, innit?
Exactly.
So how do you process that? How do you process
But
that?
that's why it's important that you learn the religion in totality, because there's many stories of Sahaba, of the companions. Even there's a story of Mus'ab ibn Umair. He's one of the greatest companions of the Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him. And his mum imprisoned him. She would starve us. Basically, she put him through hell when he come to Islam, to the point where he had to cut her off.
Yeah.
Even he's one of the greatest people from the companions of the Prophet, peace upon him. And he had to cut off his mother because of the issues that come from that situation. Do you understand? So again, I got no malice towards my mum. I love my mum. It's not me speaking ill of my mum, nothing to do with that. But I still have a reality that has shaped a lot of my decisions or a lot of the things that's happened in my life. And again, I'm not saying it as a, and again, when I'm saying it, people, again, they're not taking things into context. That I'm not saying it's rubbed me out. I'm saying, okay, cool, I might have made certain decisions, I might have had certain characteristics, or, you know what I'm trying to say, behaviors. But ultimately, it still made me respect women, though. Not like I disrespected women. I just always needed love from women.
Yeah.
So people might look at it as a womanizer, but none of these women that I've been with, they all still, I don't know, but they still want me back, so I couldn't have been that bad. You understand? Not that bad, but you know what I'm trying to say? I'm saying I wasn't a bad person towards women.
Did you shower them with the love that you wanted?
I probably did.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because again, I'm a very loving person and I've always kind of wanted that, but I never had it. So again, people might look at it like it's womanizing.
Yeah.
But again, I'm trying to fill a hole that, do you understand?
Yeah. You know, like with
all right.
You know, like with parents, yeah.
I'll give you that.
No.
That's all right. But you know what I'm trying to say? I think the overall point I'm trying to make here, is that if you don't identify why you have certain behaviors, you can't fix them. And you have to identify why these things happen.
Do you know what it is? Every child, every baby is like a blank piece of paper. And everything you see from there, that builds your character and all that, innit? So,
unfortunately,
looking back, I'm grateful. Like, you have to understand, everything that's happened to me, I'm grateful. You see, like, my mum not being there has made me be the greatest father I possibly can be. It's made me appreciate my father. It's made me appreciate my stepmother.
Yeah, no, I just wanted you to put...
in my past, I've had stepchildren. Do you understand? It's made me be so good to them because I know what it's like to not have a parent around.
Yeah, I wanted you to put more context to it. Just in case people just saw that.
These things are very sensitive to me because, again, I understand the impact it has on people.
Yeah, as you've grown...
It has a serious impact,
As you've grown spiritually and everything, you know, like, is it easier kind of for you to kind of understand the things that she done because she didn't even have the tools to be a parent?
100%.
Because a lot of people have bad parents. Like, if you just got a wicked parent, then I get it. Like, you know, you're questioning a lot of things. But if you've got a parent that has gone through abuse and whatever, when it's time for them to be a parent, because they haven't even got those tools, they don't know what they're doing. Do you know what I mean?
100%. But like I said, I think you see in life, I think one thing people don't do, they don't just let people be human beings. Like, people are going to be who they're going to be, do you understand? That's not my business. As far as I'm concerned, that's your choice. Whatever you've done, that's between you and your Lord, do you understand? It's about how I deal with the situation. Like, what I've done with that is that I've tried to take all of these little traumas and things that's happened in my life and put them in the right context now. I was like, okay, now cool, I didn't have a mum around now, so I need to be a great father. Do you understand? I might have had that love I had from my mother. That's why I love my wife so much. And my wife, I got an amazing, my wife's my best friend. Do you understand? The way this woman has been there for me, I don't deserve this woman. You understand? She's an amazing woman, amazing mother.
Big her up, man.
Do you understand? My best everything. She's my world. And my wife and my two daughters are my world.
Yeah,
do you understand?
I see you've always.
That's my world. I'm a family man. I'm a real family man. Do you understand? But again, that's the thing I'm trying to tell people is that you can go through the worst things in life and it could be the best thing for you. Maybe if my mum was there, I'd have been like certain other people that just don't even appreciate the love from a woman. They don't even, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, anything that I've, like, even like, we'll get into the situation with my dad. My dad was my superhero. And for me to lose my dad the way I lost my dad, I should have 100% gone off the rails. 100%. Like people, like everyone was worried about me because the way it happened was mental.
Do you know what?
You can't make.
I want to get into that,
and we'll get into it. But the point I'm making is that people need to stop making excuses for things that are normal. Like I'll give you an example, and I'm not gonna. We'll get into it, but the same way my dad died, the next week, it happened to a bunch of people the same way, in a worse way. And there was, and these were Muslims in America, and they were doing the exact same thing I was doing. Alhamdulillah, this is from Allah. This is His time. This was their time. Alhamdulillah. Do you understand? So for me, it's like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna use this as an excuse to be an arsehole now, or to be a madman. Or am I going to make this I make this something that's going to turn my whole life around for the good? Because whether I like it or not, it's his time.
Man's going to forward to that, yeah. But I just realised, man, still haven't really got down to why you changed from music to being. Where do you go, Saudi? Innit?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So
like the reason, because at that time, I just want to put context to everything. At that time, you was a known rapper, big. Like you wasn't on a decline, if that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%.
Like you was, you get what I'm saying? You was nearly as good as Spray. You get what I'm saying? But you was nearly on them levels. Like Spray gigs, then it was like B Dubble played.
It's true. No, I'm not
saying it was like Spray gigs, then B Dubble played.
When we had this discussion already, do you understand? You just was. You know what I'm saying? You got man used the puppet thing on you, understand? Man made you do what they want. You should have done if you did what you wanted to do, you would have done something. You understand? You should have followed B Dubble and been your own man.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
I've always been my own man. Always be my own man. You get what I'm saying?
You should have done the gangster thing. You would have been about love like this and you wouldn't have done all that.
I wanted to do that.
All right.
Your guy, mad. Didn't you hear the lyrics?
Love like this and...
Didn't you hear the lyrics?
Yeah.
And didn't you hear Not Guilty Volume 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, your guy mad. You know what was going on in the background of all of that.
But so what happened?
You get what I'm saying?
What happened?
Own man business. You got to watch the allegedly. You know what it is? Because you could be your own man and be in a clique. Okay. Don't ever think you can't. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear you, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're trying to talk about or what you think you're talking about.
So don't go on. You spoke about this.
Yeah.
You know how you know the direction you should have gone in. Do you understand? Allegedly, you know what I'm saying? You should have gone
allegedly.
You know the direction you should have gone in. But anyway, what happened with me is that okay, the street selected. I'd done the street selected DVD. That got a lot of traction, especially in America. So a lot of the Americans are hollering at me. Remember, like they never knew that people were here with AKs. Remember, it was the DVD was crazy, innit?
Yeah.
They got a whole new understanding of the UK thing. Do you understand? So a lot of them are contacting me, whatever. They wanted to work and things was happening. Then Shutter Music come out. That went in HMV. And also I did a couple. I think I did a compilation CD before that, and hosted some bits and pieces. But obviously the Shutter Music was the main body of work in it. From that now, obviously Bath, my brother, and I spoke about this as well on the other interview. But even that to give context again.
Yeah, Sammy, because you was talking about Chip, like, Chip, man. Chip's man's bridging,
but that's
Chip's a friend of the show, blood.
This I'm saying about Chip.
Apologise to Chip, bro.
I ain't apologising because it's a snippet.
He's just scared mad on Chip.
I weren't, because again, it's a snippet. If people took the whole clip,
Chip's man's bro, fam.
I'm there saying I
Chip
rate
and Mario's man's dogs.
Nah, you're not understanding, fam. If you heard the whole clip, man never rubbed him out. Man said that I liked him.
I'm just
in the
just
clip,
trolling.
In the clip, I'm saying I respected Chip.
You see, I commented it.
No.
Big up Sammy.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
But the point I'm making,
I didn't see nothing wrong with what you
it's the
said.
issue with the clip thing. See the whole snippet
Yeah.
thing. This is the issue because again, man, I don't understand. If they heard the whole segment of that thing, I'm there saying I rated Chip. Chip was like, you have to understand. I don't respect what everyone respects. I like good people. I like man that he's a youth that he's doing his music. He's good at it as well at the time.
Very good.
Plus he's going college. He's got manners. He's a cool, good energy. Like remember, every time I see my man, bare manners, respect. He's got good energy. I liked him. You understand?
Yeah.
But the point I was making in that situation.
No, you said it was because of Bath.
Man, I've tried to rub out Bath in a situation, forgetting what Bath has done for my man. That's all I was saying in that.
You said you only liked him because of Bath.
I didn't say I only liked him because of Bath. I said that.
Basically.
No, I said that off the strength of Bath, I would have jumped up for him. Like just because I see
Like
a
if
man,
it weren't for Bath, like,
just because I see a you and I like him, yeah. And it doesn't mean I'm gonna jump up for him. I don't know you like that. I can't
If you
jump
didn't
up.
know Bath,
There's
you'll
a
be like,
bunch of-
fuck my man.
No, it's not. Don't say that. Don't say that. It's not that. I'm just trying to say that.
Just go.
There's a bunch of kids
Big
who
up Sammy.
you grow up around.
Big up
yeah?
Chip. Big up Sammy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. That's why I didn't bring it up because I didn't feel like
No,
you
but
needed to shed context on it because I got
Yeah,
it.
but the point I'm making,
You get what I'm saying? I got
it wasn't a rubber at all.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
point I'm
yeah, I
making
got it.
What is
that
this?
He's someone that I respected as a youth that is doing positive things.
Smell just for scent. Oh.
He was a good kid at the time. He was going to college. He was doing his music. He was, he was on stuff. He was doing stuff with his life. I respected him, but I don't know him like that. Through birth, it's a different argument now. If someone ever remember that, like I say, not in a bad way. That was a lot of the things around the deal that Bath offered me as well. Bath offered me a deal to go to America. Do you understand? When Chip went to America with the Universal Records.
What was the deal? What was the offer?
It was more like I think it was more just to do a tape. It was like 70 grand. It was like between 70 80. It was between 7 and 100.
I'm gonna ask him when he comes.
Ask him. It was about I think it was about 70 grand, yeah? Just to do a project, yeah?
Was that before he signed G Money?
Yeah, it's before.
Okay.
It's before. This is like old beginning of 010 maybe, yeah? He's offered me this thing now, obviously to go to America, but that's his whole thing that Chip's going over there. I want you to be over there with my man.
Would you think that 70 quid was dead?
Come, it's dead. That weren't money to man at the time. Do you understand?
Did you ever make 70 quid again from music after that?
But I left straight after that. You know what I'm saying? But obviously,
That's what I
was on the
said.
road,
That
innit?
was
So it's like-
to be the 70 in the bank, innit?
Yeah, but again, you have to understand. I think
Allah knows
the
best.
difference with me is that I studied music business industry, like the music business, before I got in any of them situations. So for me, I didn't look at it as 70 grand. I looked at it like me going in the bank and saying, "Give me the worst loan for 70 grand." It's the worst loan you can. That's basically what a deal is.
Basically.
It's like going in the bank and saying, "Give me the worst loan that you can find." Do you understand? Because you remember after that 70 grand now, when you recruit everything now, you're taking what, 10% maximum
Of your own thing.
after you've recruited everything as well. Maximum. Do you understand? Not minimum. What that maximum you're taking is 10. Between 5 and 10% you're taking. Do you understand? So for me, it was more of a case that I got a lot more things to do before I take any deal. Do you understand? Obviously, it was a good opportunity. But again, that's what I'm saying. He was more like, listen, he's going to America. I feel happy if you're there with him as well. Do you understand? He's going to be over there just with them, man.
That would have worked, you know. I think
Exactly. That would have worked. Of course, Buff is a genius. Buff's a genius. You understand? That definitely would have worked. But at the same time, for me, the numbers didn't add up, innit? Shortly after that, now Ramadan's come, and then that was it. To be fair, you know what I'm saying. I remember I must have been listening to a lecture about Jannah, about paradise.
Did they talk about music?
No, it went not about music.
nothing to do.
There's nothing to do about music in Jannah, brother.
I remember you actually denounced music.
Yeah, 100%. But at that point, it's like, you know what I'm trying to say? At that time, man's going America, man's going here, man's going there, man's got a certain lifestyle. So in a way, it's like I'm in Jannah already. Do you understand? I'm in paradise. You understand? But you don't understand the intricacies of what paradise really is. And I think that's why a lot of people don't chase it. When people get offered opportunities to do certain things in this life, now they think it's amazing, not knowing that what's coming later is way better than this. You can't even put it close to each other. Do you understand? So people might feel, okay, you're living a lifestyle now, and it's enough to jeopardize your afterlife. It's not. It's not, because again, when I remember, I'm going through this lecture now, and it's like it's called Tour of Jannah. So it's like you're like entering paradise, and you're kind of going around. You can even like close your eyes and kind of visualize what's going on. and it's telling you that when you see your wife in Jannah, you're gonna stare at her for 40 years. That's how beautiful she is. You're gonna just stare at her for 40 years.
Oh my God.
So beautiful. You're gonna be that 40 years that you're gonna go to your
That's
house.
too long to be
You're gonna go.
He's such an idiot.
40
You know?
years. I'm gonna have to jump on. I'm gonna have to jump way before.
Yeah, but
40 years is too long to be staring.
But that's the
Where are
thing.
you
There's
jumping
no
on it?
time. The
What,
time.
well, you're in there already.
40 years here is not like 40 years there. That's the point I'm making. It's a whole different existence. You understand? It's like you're going in your palace now,
40 years.
and there's 1,000 windows in a one room. Like, what type of palace is that, brother? Do you understand? Real. Do you understand? Anyway, like I said, everyone's got their
Yes, you
beliefs.
can't imagine it, basically.
Everyone's got their beliefs, but as far as I'm concerned, brother, I'm gonna dead. Yeah, and I ain't got no time to gamble with that. If you want to gamble with that, that's your business. You understand?
Yeah.
I ain't got no time to gamble with that because again, my life was good. I'm not gonna guarantee it, but like I say, way before all these man was doing certain things, man was doing. You know what I'm saying, Spirit? Man was doing all this stuff before, long time. You're going Louis, you're going Gucci, hi Bashir, long time ago. Do you understand? You know my thing, grill, like the jewelry thing, the Gucci, the Louis, all these things are not. You understand? It weren't the trips. Man was doing these things before. Do you understand? Not even from music money or nothing like that. Do you understand? So it's like you understand these things now, and it's like, how can man gamble this now? Man, no, man can dead any minute. Man can die any time. Do you understand? So man can't gamble this. So it was a decision that ultimately was the best decision I made.
Is it a conscious decision to go over Saudi? Did you search for jobs over there?
That came a little bit after. But again, to be fair, bro, it was a moment, and I just ran with it. Because like I say, man, remember, like I say, 2 years I was Muslim before I started practicing. So every year I would still stop everything for Ramadan. Ramadan comes, I don't do no music, I don't do nothing. But obviously that Ramadan, I think I was like maybe the third Ramadan, and then it was like, you know what, cool, like this is dead now, like. And at the time I was in a relationship now, things was good. We were, you know what I mean, we were financially stable. And it's like, you know what, let me just, and again, to be fair, bro, I didn't leave music because it was haram. I just left it because of more so my life was good at the time. And I just said, you know what, it's not about music, it's about what I'm kind of saying and what comes with it. You remember, like, my RTM was the gangster thing, innit? So it's like, I'm not going to start being a rapper saying everyone clap your hands and hold hands, and I'm not going to do that just because I've changed. So it's like, let me just leave the whole lifestyle alone. So even before, it wasn't a case of haram or nothing to do that. Just like, you know what, I'm good. Let me just take a step back and do my thing. And then obviously when I started learning more, then you start to obviously learn that, you know what, this stuff is not permissible. And
So how was that like? Because obviously you're still in the UK. Like, people see
it was a strange time, yeah. I'll tell you why. Because say what, 6 months before that time happened, but before that happened, I got nicked, yeah. They said they found my print on a strap or something now. And then obviously them times we're dealing with powers, Africa, stuff for a lot. You know what I'm saying? We've called Africa where they're saying, yeah, they've got it, but we're gonna send things over there. It's gonna disappear. Do you understand? Gone back to the police station. It's disappeared. Do you understand?
Yeah,
Stuff for a lot.
Come on.
Not come on though. Stuff. It's not right. Do you understand? But at the same time, man's ignorant. Man,
I'm saying, come on, like, I know about that, innit? Like, what
I'm just saying. But at that point,
I know about that, innit?
but I'm saying, but
Come on.
The thing that happened though is that.
Astaghfirullah, man, know about it though. You know what I'm
But
saying?
the point I'm making is that was a point when I said, you know what, man, need to take the music seriously. So like I said, that's 6 months, just under a year, and you could say under a year up until man stopped it. I was kind of like easing back off the road. Do you understand? So I wasn't really making the same money I was making because I was getting a lot of attention with the music or whatever now. So when I made that decision to stop now, there was no plan B, brother. No plan B. You know what I'm saying? And my thing was like, you know what, yeah, I'm just stopping it because it's wrong. I'm thinking all these people I've had problems with before, they're gonna jump out their pram. I'm thinking man's gonna go broke. I'm thinking I don't know what's gonna happen, but I said I don't care. You know what I'm saying? What I've done is the right thing to do. It's the best decision I've ever made. Do you understand? And man had a difficult, a year to 2 years where, like I say, there was no money coming in. No money coming in. I'm literally just in my house. I'm studying Islam. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to just perfect myself as a person.
MashaAllah.
Like a whole year, 2 years, you know what I'm saying? And obviously my philosophy at that time as well is that Allah, if I ain't got no good friends, I don't want no friends. So my friend was the Islam channel and my wife. Do you understand at the time? Do you understand?
Yeah, so how did that Saudi opportunity
So the Saudi opportunity happened now.
Rise is mad, but go on.
Yeah, that's a way.
Yeah, go on.
Saleh. Roach.
Big up Roach, man.
Big up Roach.
Big up Sally,
Roach,
man.
brother. That's probably my oldest friend.
Oh yeah, Sally was over there already, innit?
He was over there already.
Yeah.
He already got over there.
Big up Roach. Where's he? He's over here now, isn't it?
He's here. He's obviously just finished his masters. Big him up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Even his stories. His stories what crazier than mine.
Yeah, definitely.
His stories. I don't know if you'd ever tell it, but see him.
Definitely, I
that's
think
the
he would.
definition of a real G. You know what I'm saying? And a G in the realest sense, not get like a real guy, a real person. Do you understand? Like he's had a real life and he's doing the right thing. He's trying his hardest. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he's
making
over
some
there.
money still, but go on.
He's over there. And he's obviously talking about the Saudi situation. There's a couple, even I don't even know Harun from East. The one is some bro with them.
Yeah,
You know Harun I'm talking about. Yeah. So he was over there as well. But remember, I ain't got no job experience. I ain't got no qualification. I ain't got nothing. One of my brethrens got me a fake degree.
No, but what made you go over there?
Just because, like I say, it's a
To get closer to Islam.
It's to get closer to Islam. Obviously, to be in a Muslim country, to have a new
You go by
experience.
yourself or with your wife?
My intention was to go, but and unfortunately, that was our separation. We end up splitting up because of that situation.
Okay.
Because she wasn't prepared to go over there, and I was. That was it. I weren't. You know what I'm saying? I weren't going to stay here. So
Is this a new wife you're with?
yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, we left amicably. There's no issues, whatever. But we just kind of parted ways for the sake of Allah. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, that happened. But it's even down to that. It's a crazy situation because, like I said, I've done.
How did that feel? Like, wife,
Amazing, but for me,
wife he's left you. Like, you have the same thing. Like,
yeah, but brother, like I say, people are too attached to things.
Yeah,
Like,
you
bro,
can't get-
everything's-
yeah,
not in
yeah.
a bad way, bro, but everything's things, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like I say, like that's why people have mental health and because they're too attached to things.
you're
bro.
good. You're good with
That's why- that's why
emotional
it's-
detachment.
Yeah, that's what I say. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. To Allah we belong, to Allah we return. Do you understand? And again, like same going back to my mum's situation, me having that detachment from her prepared me for many other detachments. That prepared me for so much. That's why, like, my dad's gone. I'm living. I've lost my twin girls died before. I got over it. How many of my friends are dead? I'm okay. I've lost money. I'm okay.
Subhanallah.
There's nothing, you can't take nothing from me, brother. You can't take nothing from me. As long as I got Allah, I'm good. Do you understand? But the point I'm making is that obviously a man gave me a fake degree. I did a teaching course, but it weren't sufficient at the time to get over there. I'm practicing now. I don't want to go into a mad, even like someone around me had a mad dream about the grave and like the punishments of the grave and them thing. It kind of just shook me up and I said, you know what? I just ripped up the degree. I ripped it up and I said, you know, I ain't lying for the rest of my life to go over there. If Allah wants to open a door for me, He opened a door for me. Do you understand? Long story short, fast forward, I go for a job in Saudi, but they give me a job like in the east of Saudi, like right at the top near Bahrain, yeah? So obviously it's a good opportunity, but it's not the dream opportunity. You kind of want to be more closer to Mecca and Medina. Do you understand? They've offered me the job now. They ain't got back to me for about 2 months. So I'm thinking,
What was that teaching?
teaching in a school, yeah? So they're not getting back to me for about 2 months. I'm thinking, I've lost a job now. And I'm thinking I can't really get a job. I ain't got no degree. Everyone said they want a degree. And I've ripped man up already. I said, I'm not dealing with this now. Get email 2 months later, we're so sorry, there was exams and whatever, but you're not going to Khobar, you're going to Medina. So my first job is in the city of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The most, in Islam, it's like the most blessed place, you know what I'm saying, after Mecca to live in, do you understand? So you can imagine I'm there, I'm staring at the email for about an hour, just staring at it. Like how, do you understand? First job in my life, first proper job in my life, teaching.
Teaching what? What was you teaching? English.
I was teaching homeroom. So when you do homeroom over there, you got to do loads of different subjects in it. And even that,
primary age.
yeah, primary age, third grade. And even that now, like I say,
How old is that?
that's like 7 years old. Like over there's like 7 because it's international schools, so they kind of mix the ages a little bit.
That's why I had to let it be known because remember when you posted the thing
Yeah.
with Tabby, they're like, oh, how old is year 7? They
such a
think
big
year
debate.
7 is
No,
something.
no, it's more to do with like your ability over there. Do you understand? So you have a mix between like say 7 to 9 year olds.
Okay.
So yeah, brother. So
How was that like, man? How long was you over there for?
I was there from 2012 to 2019.
Really?
Yeah.
7 years, man.
Yeah, amazing experience. But I think that was the thing, but it's the same, like I say, of you, brother. Yeah, people have their perception of you. And you remind me of the maple leaf, yeah? The mulberry leaf, sorry. I don't know if you know that about the wisdom of the mulberry leaf, is that the mulberry leaf It's one leaf. It looks the same. Yeah, but if the deer eats it, it makes musk. If the bee eats it, it makes honey. Do you understand? If the silkworm eats it, it makes silk. Do you understand? If the cow eats it, it makes milk. But it's the same leaf. But different things come from that leaf. Do you understand? And it's like with these situations with us now, no matter where you put us, we'd adapt to it. Do you understand? And it's us. And it's not man's not being fake. It's us. So you can imagine. I'm in that situation. I'm in the classroom certain time, and I'm just laughing. I'm saying, 2 years ago.
Can I just say, but fam, do you know how different my man looks without his glasses on? My God.
I didn't see.
I can't believe the different
Big up
guy.
Asif, the big.
No, big him up, but take your glasses off a sec.
No, he's got hay fever, lamb.
But he just looks like a totally different
he's got hay fever.
person in the room.
Yeah, he's got hay fever, yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. But this is my right hand, man. Asif, you done know.
Without the, you look.
My Asian twin.
Keep the glasses on.
The big man, Asif, you done know. Big him up.
Keep the glasses on.
Yeah.
Without the glasses, man's looking like a real criminal. Without the, but go on.
Check the resume, you know what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah for Islam. When I say alhamdulillah for Islam, a lot of people,
the resume,
they have their things.
Fam, I saw the resume when he took off the glasses. I saw the resume.
Because in Islam, people still have their watches and they have their money. And
I saw the resume.
They don't have bullet holes and alhamdulillah, because of Islam, alhamdulillah. But like I say, certain time I'm there now, and that's what it is, bro. Like,
did you end up meeting any gal over there, like a wife, or did you just do it solo the whole 7 years?
No. I got married over there. That's my oldest daughter's mum. I married her over there. Alhamdulillah. Even though we kind of, because to be fair, bro, like we did it like an arranged marriage type of situation. It wasn't like a relationship turning into a marriage. You kind of got married straight away.
Oh, okay.
And she's an amazing woman. You know what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah. Like even though we parted ways, I still brought her over here. So she's here with her.
See, like,
how many times have you been married? Story to her.
You could say I've been married, say 3 times. The first marriage, it was my girlfriend before.
Okay.
And it says my girlfriend before I come to Islam properly. And we kind of just did it straight away. As soon as she took Shahada as well, we did it.
Right.
That was a 2-year situation. That's the one that I had twin girls with, and the twin girls died. And a lot I went through with that sister as well. Good sister, but obviously we parted ways because I went to Saudi. Got married to my oldest daughter's mum. Like I say, no issues, nothing, no gross misconduct, nothing to do with that. Just that, again, she's from Yemen, the Virgin Yemen. I'm an old rude boy from Tottenham. We're not meant to be together like that. We just tried to do the right thing. It didn't work out for the sake of Allah. No issue. We co-parent perfectly. 0 issues. You understand? Like I'm anything she needs, I'm here for her. Vice versa. And alhamdulillah, she's here now with her daughter. Do you understand? But my wife now, I've been married for nearly 4 years. Love of my life. Do you understand? This is the eternity one. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Inshallah.
Because again, the way I've done this one, in all fairness, I think that's the thing that we're kind of fortunate within Islam is that we don't have to make, not necessarily for men, but for women. It's more beneficial for women as far as I see it, because again, sometimes the women, they make a lot of mistakes, and through those mistakes, they get the brunt of the situation. Do you understand? When it's said and done now, you might be with a man that's got bad things to say, and the man loved you. The man loved you. He sold you all these dreams. But when it's done, all of a sudden you're a bad woman. You're this, you're that. You don't want to look after the child, whatever. But in Islam, even if you want to have a very relaxed situation, you still have to marry them. So when a child gets involved, now there's no issue with paternity. There's no issue with I'm not going to look after the kid. I'm not saying everyone follows that, but this is how it's supposed to be done. If you're seeing a woman now, that's your wife. You can't say she's a slag or I'm just linking her. That's your wife. No matter how relaxed or how intense the situation is, it's a protection for society. Do you understand? Because again, this is what's happening now. A lot of broken families, a lot of children not getting raised by their dads, or paternity issues, or you know what I'm trying to say, like women that are getting, the situation is getting belittled. You know what I'm saying, sis? Like sometimes a man, you know this from experience. So you might have a friend that is with this man every single day. But when it's all said and done, like, she was aside, or you know what I'm trying to say. But really, in Islam, that's not an option. Do you understand? So,
okay.
Yeah. Anyway, like I say, like my wife now.
So what made you leave?
Best
there,
friend,
what made you leave Saudi?
Yeah.
Why is he laughing?
Yeah.
Was you in Saudi with him? Oh.
No. But I remember I was over there. I had a very good situation over there. I had a visa from the royal family. So I can kind of do what I want over there. I had a special ID and I had a good situation over there. Like when you live over there,
like a diplomat.
People, not just under, you could say I'm basically employed. It's as if I'm employed to the house at the palace. So my idea, when they see it, it's like basically I'm employed into the palace. Do you understand?
Wait, can I-
So happy.
Before you continue this, sorry.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel? Obviously, because you saying you was on the road thing before that, and then
You're going mad, fam. Go on.
Let him finish. Don't
what's it? Because you know what it is.
He's been quiet the whole time, man. So
Yeah.
How does it
spray,
make you
spray.
feel?
You don't change. But
You understand?
Man, I can't believe you stopped him in the middle of...
No, because he's saying now he's got a
Why he
diplomat
left.
thing from the.
I'm asking why he left.
Yeah, but let him finish his
No,
question.
but you can't skip over this point there because he was on the rolls before, and now he's saying that he's got. I mean, like from the Queen and all these. This is royalty. So how does that make you feel?
But again,
How did you leave, fam? Why did you leave, fam? Why did you leave, fam?
it's a good question, yeah. Because at the end of the day, in Islam,
Leave this.
we
It's
believe
a
in
good
taraka
question.
shay'in lillah wa wadakhu khayran min.
Timing.
Yeah. We believe that if you leave something for the sake of Allah, He gives you something better. Yeah. I'll give you even a touch. I'll give you even a better story. What happened? Like, yeah. So basically, like you're saying, like I'm in this situation now. I've got a very kind of I've got a very good situation in Saudi as opposed to other people because people are working for companies, so they're kind of locked into a company. I'm kind of free over there. I can do what I want to do. I can move freely. Yeah. These times, I can't remember who it was now. It was one of the UK rappers did a tune with American or something, whatever. And I remember it coming up on my thing or whatever. Like it was, but I think it was
Gigs and B.O.B.
No. It was, I can't remember who it was, but there was something popped up. I remember it was happening. I just remember at that moment now, someone popped up on my social media and they were basically with some big Americans or whatever now.
Drake and Santander.
Mate, was it?
Nah, this is before that, way before that. It's way before that. So what's happening
B.O.B.
now? My brother over there, Ridwan, big up Ridwan, yeah? He's a big man in Saudi. He's basically one of the supervisors in Mecca in the Haram. And he works directly with the royal family as well and Sheikh Sudais's office, yeah? So he said to me, "Oh, bro, what you doing tomorrow?" He said, "I'll come and you see him, them cold Saudi guys, they don't even tell you what you're getting yourself into, do you understand? And you won't even understand it really, but the Muslims will understand how heavy this moment was for me, yeah? So he said, "Oh yeah, what you doing tomorrow? Come and meet me and we're gonna go and we're gonna just come and meet me tomorrow. Meet me at this place." So I've gone there now and I'm in the room now. And then 2-2s now, obviously bare big Saudis, like big Saudis are walking in now. Prince Bander's walking in now. Bare the royal family's walking in, do you understand? And they're all coming to me, kiss that, shake it, like, you know, we're greeting each other. Sheikh Sudais walks in now. Sheikh Sudais, for anyone that don't know, he's basically the biggest imam in the world in Islam. He's the imam of Mecca and Medina. He's the direct person to the king as well. Do you understand? Like, he's the most powerful imam in the world. Do you understand? Ali Hudayfi's walked in. He's the imam of Medina. Sheikh Mahil Moikli, he's the imam of Mecca. These are big people. Like this is Jay-Z, Diddy, Dre. It's basically the exact equivalent. Do you understand? And they're bigger. Remember, these are real. They're bigger than these people.
Yo,
really.
come on, you're going
These are the
mad,
biggest
fam.
Saudis. Biggest Saudis in the game. Do you understand?
Paper long.
Come on, bro. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
Lee Bridge Road.
So they're walking in now. They're all. Do you understand? They're telling me, come. We've got to walk into the other room now. I walk into the other room, bare paparazzi and cameras and whatever. And I'm walking, there's bare people that I'm walking in. And they put me in the VIP section with all these people. Do you understand? So I'm thinking, what type of man? But this man told me to come. I'm there now. Obviously, TV, everything. It's called a multaqa, like an event for the progression of Islamic projects and whatever in Saudi Arabia and the world. Do you understand? Because they run most of the Islamic organization in the world. Things done now. We walked into the other room now. There's bare plates of food, like, you know, bare animals, like full animals. And everyone's kind of gone to their plate. And I've seen, obviously, Sheikh, so these are the biggest people in the world. Sheikh Sudais is there, Ali Hudayfi, Sheikh Mahil Moikli, and Prince Bandar, and Ali Nasser as well. Me now, you know, I'm not missing this opportunity now. I've gone on their plate. I've gone on their plate now. Even my brother's bought me. He's looking at me like, "We do like you can't go on their plate. You can't go." But I'm like, "Nah, brother. I don't care. I'm here.
Mad.
I'm here, so I'm here. I'm going on their plate and I'm eating now." So obviously they're talking, but they're even looking at me like, "Raw, who's this guy?" You know what I'm saying? Remember, for me,
Off the island for this.
when I dress, I can dress like the Saudi. I can dress like them. I can speak like them. I can speak proper Arabic.
Are you fluent?
Yeah, fluent. Yeah, I can speak, but I can not like I'm fluent. I can speak like them. I can speak.
Yeah, you got the accent.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
the
that's
accent.
what my
got
next
the tongue in
question
it.
was gonna
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
You
Why
sound
for that?
Very,
Why
like
for
when
Yeah, go on,
you talk.
quick, go on, carry on.
You know,
Like you said, the
Quick,
tongue.
carry on, man.
Don't talk about tongue.
Yeah, bro,
Allow my
louder.
tongue. Don't
Louder,
talk about my
bro.
tongue, fam.
Come on, louder. Come on, man. Sure. Come on, man. Bro.
Nipples out and yeah. Don't
Oh,
talk
why for that? Why for that? Man, oh my God,
yeah, it's mad.
no, but that is a championship.
That's a championship. Everyone's gonna see it's a
That's
wide
a championship. Like,
It's a
man
wide
said
today.
nipples out.
Navel.
Like, I will look to the right. I'm thinking, who's he talking like?
Navels.
It's mad. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? That's a bit mad.
Yeah. But anyway,
But it's the hottest day of the year. Wearing that big
As-
shirt,
as-
it's mad.
as-
That big shirt and jeans in the hottest day of the
No, I'm
year.
good,
Don't
I'm
even
good, man.
start me off.
But I lived in Surrey, I'm good.
Cream didn't even want to wear all of that. She's worn that because of you. She's even said to me before, I'm saying it right now.
I respect.
She would have wore something more fitting for the hottest day of the year.
That's
If they
so
see
much. That's why you
him
can't
right
say
now,
anything,
the
Lex.
cameraman,
You
they
can't
know
say nothing,
we're
'cause
pattern.
it's so-
Do you get what I'm trying to say? The black shirt and the jeans, crazy
fine,
for
man.
to say.
Respectful, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Too hot.
fine, it's fine.
You're too hot. You're definitely hot. I can't believe the nipples are
But
out.
he ain't been respectful.
Everything
Like,
out.
do you get what I'm saying? At least I've got my long dress.
You know
on.
how hot it is. Like,
Look, Spray over there looking like a honeycomb.
look. He's not one more word.
Underwear model.
Hey, go on.
Mad.
Now go on. He went over there. Nothing.
Underwear model and that. Yeah.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying?
Boom.
Oh my God. No sound.
Saudi. Why you had the thing? You went on the.
So you went
hey.
anyway, you're eating.
Yeah.
Like,
Anyway, like I say, yeah, I've gone in their plate now. We're eating now. They're talking, and I've seen that they're even looking. Like, no, I'm getting a little. Not they're not saying that, but they're just looking at me like, "Oh, who's this?" And I start talking to them. Do you understand? And I'm saying that, you know, obviously, like you lot don't understand that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not even from here. Do you understand? I can't remember what I said exactly, but long story short, I'm a new Muslim. Do you understand? I've come here. You understand? You lot are a big inspiration to me. Like I love you. Like obviously, I love you lot for the sake of Allah. Like thank you for what you. Because they've done a lot for me. I remember like my whole Islamic journey has been me listening to them, learning Quran from them. They've been a big impact in my life. Do you understand? So they're like, what? Like how? Like you're not Saudi? Like they're shocked. Do you understand? And obviously they're talking to me now. What's your story? Like oh, like obviously they're you understand? We're talking whatever now, and then you understand? We obviously finished eating now, and then my guy is basically trying to introduce me to my man. Remember, like we're there, like everyone's trying to get a picture. Remember, this is Sheikh Sudais, he's the biggest man in over there. So everyone's trying to get pictures of him, whatever. You can see he's like he don't want to take pictures of them. And even my guy said to me after, he said, did you notice how you didn't want to take pictures of no one? You don't like taking pictures, you know what I'm saying? But then when he's come to me, he's like, oh, Sheikh, this is my, هذا أبو خديجة من بريطانيا. Like he's saying like, this is my friend, Abu Khadija, he's from Britain. You know, so he's like, I know him. This is Abu Khadija, I know him. Like, man. And he's coming like, big smile, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I've gone home that day, and then I think that was the moment. It's like, you know what? You leave something for the sake of Allah, replace it with much better.
Yeah,
I'm thinking,
come on.
Like, all these Rock Nation branches, man can have all that, you know what I'm saying? I've had them dinners with them big people there. Do you understand? These are people that you will never, and again, inshallah, even you Spray, you know what I'm saying? The more you kind of get closer to your deen, you understand who these people are, do you understand? And again, we don't want to romanticize people, do you understand? But it is what it is. Like I say, these are people that are very big people in our Islamic world, do you understand? And for me, like I say, is like I could have been there with them people, but I was there with these people in Mecca. Remember, I'm living in Mecca. My daughter was born in Mecca. I spent so many years. I did my Hajj twice. I did Umrah. Can't even count how many times I've done it. Can't even count, do you understand? So many experiences that I can't even, I'm not going to go into, and you know what I'm saying, and style and whatever, but I had a very, very amazing experience over there, do you understand? And obviously going back to why I left, I was doing business with one of the princes over there. It went left. And these people, they're not easy people. If they don't, because they don't have to pay you back, innit? You do a business with them, and there's a lot of money, do you understand? And it didn't go to plan. They kept saying they're going to run back the money. They never ran back the money, do you understand? A year has gone past, nearly 2 years has gone past. And, you know, I'm ignorant. I'm saying, listen, I'm not, you lot can't. You know, for me, I don't want to go into it, but I'm patterned over there. Remember, you're in Saudi, everyone's got big machine. I'm patterned over it. So it's worse for me. It's like mental health now. I'm thinking, man's jerked me for this piece. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he's still saying, I'm going to pay you. It's like, nah, brother, 2 years and they gone. I'm saying, listen, I'm going home now. I'm not staying there. You know what I'm saying? They say, no, stay. We're going to pay you. I said, no, I'm going. I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? But it's the best thing that ever happened because I come back now. I got to have a good 2 years with my dad before he passed.
That's where I was going to get to now.
And that's the best thing that ever, and that's what I'm trying to say. This is what goes down to it. Let me tell you something, brother, yeah? I've lost money before. You know, I've had you do little deals with your brethren or whatever and things happen, man. You know what I mean? Man, snake you for a little eat change or something. You know, eat changes. I've never been robbed for a change. Never in my life. Do you understand? For money, for a belly.
Just a ginnels.
But and you get or even if ginnels, you know, if something goes left, I'm the type of person, brother. I will prefer to tell you to keep it. That's my whole thing. Anyone that knows me, they know. Anyone's watching, they know. If I told you to keep money, it's for a reason. Do you understand? Because I believe that if you have an opportunity for someone to buy themselves out your life, let them buy themselves out. But the minute they show themselves to be untrustworthy or not reliable or whatever, let them buy themselves out because you'll save more money that way and headache.
Definitely.
And it's not no malicious thing or man's holding feelings, but I've learned that, you know what I'm saying? I've learned that sometimes let a man keep the money. It's only money, brother. The same way I got it, I can get it back. Do you understand? I can't get back my mental health and my time and my phone calls, and I can't get that back. I can get the money back. Do you understand? But anyway, long story short, that's happened. And it was very difficult for me, bro. Because again, like I'm saying, I'm over there now. I can't do nothing to him. He's a prince. I can't do nothing to my man, really. I'm going to in jail for the rest of my life. Do you understand? And not no easy jail you're going to get for doing something to them.
So you just...
But again, it's the best thing that ever happened to me, brother. Because if I didn't,
time with your dad.
The whole, say from 2012 to 2019, I only came back once. I tell her twice. Once for 2 weeks and once I was here for a little while. So I was there the whole time. My daughter never met my dad yet. Because she was born over there. I never wanted to come back. My whole intention was to live and die over there. So if that never happened, I never would have come back. And obviously all of the amazing things that's happened since I've come back, it wouldn't have happened. So people have to learn to see through situations. Not that something it might seem like it's a bad situation, but ultimately it's probably the best thing that ever happened to you. So
what was your what was your direction when you came back? Go back into teaching?
It's not business. I've never, like I say, brother, I've never worked.
Yeah, you're not able to. Yeah, you couldn't teach over
even
there.
I was over there. To be fair, bro, I had very good situations over there. Remember, I'm making good. Remember, it's tax free over there as well. You're making good money certain times over there. And it's not just the money. It's a lot of opportunities as well. Remember, you're teaching big people's children. Remember, sometimes I'm teaching in the military. I'm teaching generals. I'm teaching big people. I'm teaching in the British consulate certain times where I'm teaching big people's children, Bin Laden family children and this and big people I'm teaching, rich people. So even if you have a situation over there, they always can get it fixed for you. You get a lot of opportunities, you understand? Even at certain time, even if I'm leaving a job or something, the gifts they'll give you, the way they'll look after you. You know, I don't want to go into it, but there's a lot of perks from teaching the right people. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But I still can't work. I remember one time I was working in the military from 7 to 11. Eat hours, chilling, not even to maybe teach one class, maybe not even teach. I'm still I can't handle this. I can't, you're telling me to come at 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock. You're telling me to come. Yeah? Yeah? Nipples and navels and it's like, why? You're walking wide for the whole day.
You need to start looking at it.
The whole day you're walking wide.
There's just something mad about you right now.
To a walking wide.
It's mad. I can't even believe you're even seeing it from that angle as well. I need to sit away from you or something. This guy keeps saying it as well. He keeps saying it as well. But yeah, boom. Yeah, Ricardo, in a bit.
Walking wide.
Boom. Yeah, in a bit. So boom. Back to what's going on here with these three people here. Boom.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying, yeah.
You're a big Y with that shirt and the jeans on.
No, trust me.
A WHY. But
anyone?
No.
Everyone's gonna be like, wah.
No. They're not. No, remember that.
That was an L.
Everyone's with me.
Man's wearing a t-shirt and jeans.
It's too hot here. Nah. I wish you could come and sit and show them what you're wearing, so they could see he's the only one in jeans right now.
Melanin, fam. I'm alright.
No, fam. This is a serious part. That's why I don't even want to joke about it. That's why I didn't. But with Pops in it.
Yeah. So but like I said, I've come back, business, done a lot of traveling. You know what I'm saying? Setting up the thing that I'm gonna launch soon as well. Working on that. And I got into a lot of branding as well. So I was doing branding and company setups for people, sourcing for companies. I was doing a lot of things that, alhamdulillah, it was a good experience because again, I do a lot of traveling to China, to Greece, to wherever, to do my business and whatever. And I think that's, remember, we spoke, when we spoke, the November, innit, 2021, about a month before it happened. So when we spoke, I remember we said we're going to plan to do it when I get back from Dubai, yeah? I remember in Dubai, November, innit? In November, we're in Dubai, innit? Yeah. So end of November, we come back now. And so basically, I wasn't meant to even be at my dad's that weekend, because obviously I stay in South, innit, with my wife, yeah? We live in yeah, so I ordered a phone, the phone's supposed to come on the Monday, yeah? But they've messaged me saying the phone's there now, yeah? So I'm thinking, should I go down and get it? But I'm in two minds, yeah? I had a meeting lined up for the Monday. The person said, nah, we need to meet this Saturday as well. So there's two reasons for me to come down, do you understand, yeah? So I've gone down there. The meeting's, soon I'm on the way there, the meeting's cancelled. And I've gone to just go and get the phone. So I've got the phone, I'm with my dad, and me and my dad were chilling, yeah? So yeah, we're chilling, yeah? Had a... Yes, yeah, like we had a proper, like a proper good night. Because obviously, my dad's my best friend, innit, yeah? He was my best friend, yeah? But, one of them nights where you're really reasoning, do you understand? And obviously telling me a lot of things and that we're having a proper heart-to-heart, you know what I'm saying, yeah? He's gone out that night, I've stayed over that night. And I was going to stay to the Monday, yeah? Saturday, my wife got COVID. She's found out she had COVID now. She's proper sick in the house now, so... I'm not supposed to stay till Monday. I got things to do on Monday, yeah? But my dad's like, listen, go. Just, I'll see you on Monday, yeah? Hugged him up, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's so mad, because like, even looking back at it now, it's like I was saying goodbye to him without even knowing, do you understand? I always hug my dad and kiss my dad, and you understand? But it's like a proper, like, love you, dad. And he's like, love you, son, you know what I'm saying? On the way back to Satna, get to Elephant and Castle, get a phone call, turn back around, like, the house on fire. And it's like, I know, cause obviously my mum is speaking to people, and I'm saying, obviously other people are calling me, I'm saying, listen, is he alive? They're like, listen, Bashir, just get back in it. Just get back, do you understand? But in my head, it's like, I know he's dead, innit? I know he's dead, do you understand? I know he's dead. So that even driving back, remember, I'm numb. Like my whole body's kind of gone numb now. So even driving back was mental. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get back without crashing. So I'm
How
driving.
long had you been gone from the yard?
40 minutes?
Fucking...
40 minutes. So I've literally just left, and before I've got home, they've told me I've got a call from the neighbour, like, turn back around. And obviously the fire brigade, they're calling me there, and the ambulance is calling me saying, listen, how long is it going to take you to get back in it? I'm saying, like, what is he all right? Saying, listen, like, just when you get back, we'll talk to you.
Yeah, mind games.
But obviously, I know how this thing works, where they can't, if he's dead,
they can't just tell you.
They say it over.
They have to tell you in person. So I know he's gone, innit? So yes, I've got back there now, and then yeah, bro, like, there's a big, like, they've got a kind of like them kind of open, like a tent type of thing around the front of the house now. I've gone in there now. And then, yeah, he just spun up dead, naked, naked.
What was the fire?
So basically, this is even the saddest part about the whole situation. So we'll get into it now as well. But now we know that the electrics were kind of faulty in the house. So if any example now, you've got this plugged in now, if this oversurges with heat,
It trips
trip.
out. Yeah.
But it never tripped. And obviously, I don't know if you remember, I had a line of portable blenders that called Boxo Blend. They were doing very well.
No way.
Yeah, Boxo Blend, they were doing very well. And one of them basically wasn't working, do you understand? So I plugged it in, and left it there. Do you understand? And I think that's what made it worse because where I plugged it in, when we come up from Dubai, remember I bought a new big Canon camera, I had like other like equipment next to it as well. So when it's overheated now, it's an old extension cord that was kind of plugged into. So it's overheated, and then it's caught fire to the other stuff. So it's not normal smoke in the room. It's like proper like toxic
Electrical smoke.
and plastic and everything's burning up. So it's like it's real dangerous smoke. Do you understand? So
It was a smoke. that did it.
realistically, it's happened maybe 5-10 minutes after I've left.
Did they try and say it was your fault, like you done it for insurance?
Again, we're gonna get into it now. I got prosecuted for it. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
you?
Yeah, they tried to.
Just even hearing that, I'm hearing like, what?
Yeah, but how can
Remember
you
for
get
life insurance and all that?
No, but how can? Yeah, but if you
Yeah,
had
they
a
would definitely investigate it.
No, I understand there being investigation.
No, but they
he's
would
saying
try.
you
Of course they would, to
prosecuted.
not pay out.
If anything, I would have sued the company of the blender.
It's his blender.
But it's my company.
Oh, I see.
Like,
So they didn't sue me. They sued the company.
Company.
That sued. That obviously ultimately.
They try to go for like.
Yeah, but who made them blenders?
But again, when you're dealing with China, the minute something goes wrong, they don't know English no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So obviously that's happened. Now I've got back there, and then yeah. But the good thing, like I say, may Allah bless the ambulance, because typically in those situations now they'll only keep the resuscitator on for a certain amount of time in it. But they said, no, we've left it here. 'Cause I remember it's a whole hour or so until I've got back, and they said, if we left it way longer than we're supposed to, because we wanted you to see that we've tried to revive him. Do you understand? So they're there, like they've got a machine and them trying to revive him, and he's just there, like bun up, and you know what I'm saying. And I'm there, I'm trying to talk to him, saying, please, Dad, come and wake up, please, man, please, like, because we was ready to go Trinidad about a couple of weeks later after that. I'm saying, please, like, anyway, you know what I'm saying. I'm saying, please, like, wake up. Obviously, he's gone. You know what I'm saying. But it's like, you never know, yeah, if that's your last time you're going to see someone. That's why it's very important that you see when you love someone.
Yeah, it's mad
Make
still.
them know
Even
you
the
love
last
them.
time I said bye to my mum, it was so quick, like. I didn't even-
Make them know you love
Swear.
them. Like, that's why you see my dad, and I'll be honest, like I say, it goes down to my mum. People think that this is the L in my life. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. Because I've always mentally prepared for people to leave me. Even for my dad to leave me, I've mentally prepared for him to die, my friends, my wife, my children. I've mentally prepared for everyone to die in my life. So I always leave them as if, I try to leave them as if it's like, and you know that for every time, I always tell him I love him all the time. I love you, bro.
Wife for that.
You're my, what do you mean wife for that?
Come on, that's not a wife.
Bro,
Go on.
I always tell him I love him. Do you understand? I
Go on.
love him, I appreciate him.
No,
Let me tell you something about my man, yeah? My own blood family has never dealt with me like my man. Never done half, something, apart from my brother, my blood family don't do nothing that this guy does for me. This man has had me more than I deserve for him to have me. Do you understand? Even even tell you a story. I'm not gonna bait you up, Asif, but I have to give you your flowers, yeah? Imagine now, okay, that's happened, innit, yeah? Man's going through the roughest time of life. That's happened now. Nothing stops, bro.
Yeah, that's the maddest thing.
He's dead now. The whole house. Remember, you see how big my dad's yard is, yeah? It's like a factory as well. Mama told me my dad's got the biggest collection, one of the biggest in the world, record collection.
Yeah.
Plus, he's a hoarder in general.
Yeah,
So a whole month and a half, mental, every day, I'm trying to organise the house.
what to keep and what to throw away.
I'm dealing with the trauma of the situation.
it's mad.
I'm dealing with trading standards. They're trying to prosecute me now. I'm dealing with the fire brigade. I'm dealing with the housing. I'm dealing with my brother's autistic stroke victim, you know. Was in the yard as well, nearly dead in the yard. We're trying to deal with him.
He survived.
He survived. And my dad got him out and tried to go back in. Because like I say, even between me and you, bro, like even this is like my line of glasses that's coming out soon. Yeah? This is our business, our line of glasses coming out. And this is a whole lifestyle brand, but the main thing is the eyewear. We just had a big shipment and it was in the room. So in a weird way, now my dad, the warrior he was, you know, the one that loved me more than anyone. I know he went back in there thinking his glasses are in there. I need to put the fire up because that's his next chapter of his life. And he's gone in the room, bombed, the smoke's when he licked him, he's dead. So obviously we've lost, you can say, most of the glasses, but it's like, this is something that I wanted to, you know, brother, I wanted to even just leave this alone, but it's like I have to carry on. If my dad's died to save it, I have to continue it. I've got no choice, do you understand? But like I'm saying, brother, nothing stops. What's happened? I remember like a month and a half after that, he comes to link me now. My brother, you know, he comes to link me now. He said, hey, gives me an envelope. even there, like, I don't even think that you remember, fam. Man made me cry like a child, fam. But it's like after all of that, bro, man, don't understand how difficult that situation. Remember that whole time I'm going through that, everyone loved my dad. So remember, I'm not even grieving. The whole time I can't even grieve, brother. I got to deal with my daughter's going through it. The whole community, remember the postman's going through it. The man that works in the grocery shops going through it. Everyone, my dad's a proper community man. Everyone loved my dad. So every day I'm dealing with it. Do you understand? I can't breathe. He comes to me with an envelope now. Here's a ticket to go Saudi. All paid for. Hotel, flight, everything. That's for you, brother, what you've gone through. We love you here. That's for you. Do you understand? So man understand it. And when man don't realise why, I'll just cut off anyone easy. Because these are the type of people that's in my life, brother. And he's not the only one. I got real brothers in my life that don't want nothing from me.
You went over there and had a spiritual.
Alhamdulillah, I had that. I needed that. But like I say, these are the type of people that I've got. So when you're saying why for that, forget that. I love my man.
You get what I'm saying? When you
You're
start
saying why for
something,
that?
you start something, don't when you're ready say you can't why. I'll why it when I'm ready. Because you started it.
But Spray,
you get what I'm saying?
Spray.
So I'll why anything that comes.
I hear what you're saying, Spray, but
you get what I'm saying? I get it.
But this is what I said, yeah? This is what I said. And obviously I'm guilty of it.
Yeah, you started it.
I didn't start it, but...
You started it. When you watch it back, you'll see you started it.
I started.
You get what I'm saying?
Forgive me, you finished it now, yeah? But the point I'm making, brother, yeah?
That's a why. Go on. That's it. It's dead now.
The point I'm making, bro, yeah, is that
that's real friendship.
these are the ills that we've got growing up, where you're with a man every day, you don't even like him, fam. He don't like you, fam.
That's real friendship.
He's plotting against you, whatever. You think that, you understand?
Or man don't want you to do better.
Man don't want you to do better than them. Do you understand? You know, Spray, you know this more than anyone. Because at the end of the day, no, but it's not.
Why do I know this more than you?
But it's not.
Go on.
Spray, what I'm saying that, Spray, you have to understand, bro, yeah? Man can say what they want to say. In your element, you was a major player out here, brother. Especially in a rap game, and bro, you know your thing, fam. A lot of people were jealous of you, bro. A lot of people that you thought was your friend. I know I'm not gonna cause problems from, but you know what's going on, fam. Any chance to rub you out or my man's there, but it is what it is, though, bro. Man should have been there for you. Man should have wanted good for you. And this is a common factor that people are dealing with, even with their own family. Even their own family are grudging them, are jealous of them. Do you understand? So when people think, "Right, how come Bashir don't holler at me?" Or people, why am I gonna holler at you, fam? I lent you an idiot money. You took how long to pay back the money, or you wanted to argue with me over something stupid, or I ain't got no time for you. And it's still love. I still pray for you. There's no animosity, there's no malice in my heart. But again, Allah's blessed me with the dua that I asked me. I told you before, but I said to you, when I come to Islam, I said, if I didn't got good friends, I don't want no friends. And Allah answered that dua for me. You know what I'm saying? Even another story. Man, I told you about the Saudi thing. Remember Abu Hanifa, who used to do the Imam. There's an Imam. You'll find out about, if you ask any of my brothers from Lewisham or whatever, he was the Imam of Lewisham, yeah. All the man them know him, they were close to him, because he's man them from Brixton, but he turned, obviously, to become an Imam, yeah. I managed to see him on TV. And I never forget saying, I wish I had a friend like mine, man, you know. For some reason, when my daughter, I told myself my twin girls died, Abu Bakr, another one who's got roadside to Islam, big him up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's got the charity.
Yeah, he's in Gambia, isn't it?
Big up Abu Bakr, you know what I'm saying, yeah? He brought me to my man, and my man kind of helped me through the situation or whatever. You know, told me, obviously, the Islamic perspective of when your children die. Do you understand? Obviously, I was dealing with it anyway, but he kind of told me from Islamic perspective is that when your children die, there's many narrations of what happens. Like, there's one where the child will not enter Jannah until you come. They'll wait for you and say, no, I'm not going into paradise until my parents come. Do you understand? Or there's many things, you understand? There's many narrations where, like I say, it's a means of attaining paradise through that patience, because it's a very difficult thing to lose children, do you understand? So obviously I've become friends with him, and then we was in Saudi together, and I'll never forget, one day he's come to me and he said, Bashir, man, like, you know, you're one of the dearest people to me in this dunya, you know? And in my head I'm laughing, thinking, bro, you don't know that I saw you years ago on TV, and I said, I just wish I had a friend like you. And now you're telling me that I'm one of the dearest people to you. Do you understand? So like I say, the power of prayer, bro, the power of prayer, the power of making good decisions, bro. People don't understand. And again, a lot of people, their lives are mashed up because of their own hands. Man just don't make good decisions. Man don't trust in God. There's two things you got to do. You have to trust in God and you have to start taking better decisions. You understand? Because life is all about choices.
Choices.
So that's what I'm trying to say. So even down to things like that, when man are saying,
Life is
you can't even tell your friend that you love him, bro. What type of friend is that?
I don't know what you're saying.
I was humming.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
in the middle of the show.
But Spray, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Spray, there's certain things about us, how we grown up now. It's dead, brother. Man, I feel let that go. You can't be friends with a man and you're ready to die for him. You know what? Remember, you've been
I
friends with
tweeted
someone.
something the other day.
There's too
After
much on the line, do you
after
understand?
you have children, you shouldn't risk your freedom or your life for anyone, any of your friends no more. You should only risk it for your children. I thought that was a good tweet. It was a bit hypocritical.
Nah, but I hear it.
Hypocritical.
But I hear it if that's
You know what I mean?
that's what circle you're in. But when you got, like I said, when you got friends like that, and friends like my other brother Benny, Muhammad, my cousin Abdurrahim, like so many brothers, Musa, that have proven that they don't want nothing from me, bro. They've only tried to help my life. Do you understand? My big brother Cabral, he's got Cabral Mercer, my big brother. He's the one that proper helped me through the situation as well. 'Cause he was close to my dad as well. And we kind of like, he cuts my hair certain times and we do business together, but like it's like we're like therapy for each other now. We actually sit there and talk about our problems, bro.
Yeah, I said Barber's a good
He lost his mum.
therapist.
He lost his mum. I lost, you know what I'm saying? So, and we literally make it our duty to like talk about our issues with each other. Do you understand? Like all this fake friendship and this funny labba friendship that man have been like, that's dead, brother. And so you know me, like one thing people might say, oh yeah, Bashir, quick to cut people off. 'Cause I learned that from the beginning. That's dead. Because my friendship's too expensive, brother. I'm gonna die for you or go jail for you. So how can there be any issue with this friendship, brother? Is there any issue with that? Yo, you can go somewhere with that. Because my friendship's too expensive, fam.
What are you doing now? How you dealing with life now?
Brother, life is good, bro. Life is good. Like I say, Salat Debonair. Inshallah, end of the year, it's launched. The eyewear line and whatever, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, like there's a lot of things. But like I say, private life is private life. But like I say, alhamdulillah, Allah provides. I don't want for nothing, you know what I'm saying? I've still got the same lifestyle as before, alhamdulillah. And like I say, things only get better. But at the same time, bro, like I say, the biggest success for me is my relationship with my family. You know what I'm saying? My relationship with my wife, my relationship with my daughters, with my friends, my brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Allah.
These are the things that ultimately are the biggest successes. And again, like and that's what I was getting to. It all comes down to putting Allah first. You see, when you put Allah first in all of your affairs, all of your other affairs become very easy to deal with. Do you understand? A lot of people do things backwards. It's like chasing money and chasing these things. When you chase purpose or you chase, you know what I'm saying, you chase other things, like better things in life, all these things just run after you. Do you understand? That's why you see, like, not everybody, but you see the Muslims, where like the ones that are really practicing, where we're thriving, brother. We're living good lives, man. We're looking after our families, you know what I mean? Our wives don't have to work. You know what I'm saying? They're chilling, they're happy, you know what I'm saying? The kids are growing well. Do you understand? We got our mental health, we got our hairline, you know what I'm saying? Life's good. Can't complain.
Mind games. But yeah, boom. So have you got any a message for like the younger generation or anything just before we go, like not go, but into the fire round? Oh, man's ready.
Yeah. No, the message really, like I say, just stop and think and make better choices, because the reality, like I said, things that you think are important now or things that you think are, you know what I mean, it's your whole life. Give it 10 years, you'll be in a complete different place. The same man you're beefing, you want to kill him, 10 years down the line, you might be friends with him. You know what I'm saying? The same woman you're crying over every night, do you understand? She's going to be with someone else in 10 years. Like, all these things. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
See in life, yeah?
Oh, okay.
And like I said, I think I'll leave it there in the sense that it's like, I'll never sit here and claim to be a good person, but I take pride in the fact that I make good decisions. And I think that this is what life, you know, these are the things that separate a lot of people in life, is that you get people that are very good people, do you understand? And they just make bad decisions. And they're good people, you know, good-hearted people, clean, pure-hearted people, but they just make a bag of bad decisions. You get people like me, that's an old rude boy from Tottenham, and Allah just blessed me to make good decisions in my life, do you understand? So it don't make me better than people, whatever, or nothing to do with that. It's just that I've been blessed to make good decisions. So like I said, just be mindful of the choices you make, because they've got consequences.
Yeah, definitely. Choice is important. Tupac or Biggie? We're gonna go into the fire round. I'll keep getting mad looks. from
Always Tupac.
What's he talking? You see that? Mind
Tupac
game,
or
that's the
Biggie?
mind games.
What did he say?
Now they keep giving me mad
Did you
looks.
see anybody looking at him?
Tupac or Biggie? The camera will see.
Yeah,
They
no,
won't
no.
see Ricardo, but they'll see you.
Tupac, man, Tupac. Same birthday as me as well. Even though I don't celebrate birthdays, same birthday.
Okay.
He's got the same birthday?
Same day, yeah.
Oh, wow. Jay-Z or Big L?
Jay-Z.
I had to switch it up because I knew you'd obviously pick Nas. If I said Jay-Z
Yeah,
or
yeah, I
Nas,
pick Nas, yeah,
do you get what I'm saying? That's why I switched it up for him. Because
But Big L, he didn't get to really do.
I
Like,
rate-
remember, he
I rate-
died early,
yeah,
innit? So
I know it's mad even putting him.
But yeah,
into
Jay-Z. But
for
all these
real.
people, like, I don't.
Nas or Cormega? I know, but just do it quickly and we're gonna
Cormega.
move. Nas or Cormega? You take Cormega. Okay. Bruv, sort your phone out. I'm not gonna have it again. I'm not gonna let you do it. You can keep doing it.
But it's on sale.
It's gonna come on the that's mad.
Sorry.
That's all right, innit? Man said it's gonna come on a mad thing. But yeah, boom. Big Pun or Fat Joe?
Pun.
Come on. DMX or Snoop?
DMX.
Fabulous or Jewels Santana?
Fabulous.
Capone or Noriega?
Noriega.
Over Capone.
All day.
Capone can spit better, but Nori's got a better vibe.
Yeah, but remember there was a snitching argument around
Yeah.
Capone and yeah, man, you know, man.
Dr. Dre or Eazy-E?
Dre.
Lil wife for Dre. Lil Boosie or C Murder?
Oh, C.
Over Boosie. Yeah. Master P or Birdman? You right, Cream?
Yeah, I don't know
Some
what
water.
happened. I got my water, thank you.
Master P.
Drake or Kanye?
Drake.
Cameron or Mace? You going for the Luciferian after all of that? But
But all
Cameron or
Luciferians,
Mace?
but you
Cameron or Mace?
Like, Luciferians, man.
Cool.
That's what I'm saying. Even this is like this is laba laba. Right now.
Hey,
No, I
see-
didn't think he was going to
Hey,
do
see
that.
when she holds in her yawn, yeah? It's so funny when I watch it. Like she does that madness, you know? When she tries to hold it in and it just looks mad.
This is all like they always bear Luciferians, man.
It looks mad though. When you like your face is like you proper trying to hold it in and it makes your face look mad. But yeah, let's let it out. Like next time you want to yawn, let it out.
I do.
But yeah, Cameron or Mace?
That's magic. I remember my era it was Mace, innit? Cameron cool, but
Cam,
I'm old. No, but Cam, but I'm
Killer Cam, bro.
I'm old school, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
It was
old
Mace,
school.
innit?
Killer
Yeah.
Cam.
And like I said, I don't really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, obviously. But this is NBA Youngboy or Lil Durk. I know you don't even, but I just want to know, innit?
No, they're both Muslims, innit? So, but Dirk, innit? Dirk, obviously, Dirk's
Dirk, yo.
the guy right now, innit?
Mobb Deep or Deluxe?
Mob,
It's gonna 50 Cent or Jadakiss?
50.
Puff Daddy or Suge Knight?
Shook.
Eddie Murphy or Richard Pryor? On comedy mode.
My Eddie.
Which is funny as well.
Eddie.
Kevin Hart or Chris Rock?
Ooh, Chris Rock.
John Singleton or Spike Lee?
Singleton.
Michael Jackson or Prince? Wife of Prince though.
Prince was a bad boy, though, you know?
Prince
There's
had
stories, and he was a bad boy, so he was fruity, but he was a bad boy still, in real life.
Alright,
And he had sense.
you picking Prince?
Nah, Michael.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying as a person, I rate Prince as a person. Prince all day.
Yeah, I don't
But
rate-
Michael, obviously, music wise, yeah, that's my.
Kelly LaRock love Prince. You hold the one in again. Alright, cool. Diana Ross or Tina Turner?
What's up, buddy? Yeah, Christian.
Hey, bruv.
Diana Ross, Tina Turner.
Bruv. Bruv. Everything's
Turner,
mad
Tina
for you,
Turner,
innit?
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Everything's mad for you,
Faster than
innit?
Egypt.
Hey, you lot getting mad as well.
yeah.
It's supposed to be with me.
Love.
Getting mad on my fire round, you know. I'm going to miss all of these questions. Because it's bare funny ones.
Go on.
That's what I'm saying, because I'm just going to have to miss them.
No,
'Cause
I'll
I'm
do-
not going to be here being
I'll do-
everyone's
I'll do-
dickhead
I'll do-
and everyone's laughing and my questions. I'm just going to
I'll do it for you,
skip.
brother. No, I'll do it for
I'm
you.
going to skip all of them. Trust me. I'm going anything mad, I'm skipping. Like, you lot are going mad right now. I just copied the one from ASB, innit? He was cool with it.
Pick up AS.
ASB was cool with it.
ASB, yeah.
Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey, I know him. This is B Dubble. I can't really. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on.
But again,
You can see I'm trying to have
another time,
commercially
in another
questions.
time,
Exactly.
another time, Mariah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Mariah, you would have took over Whitney.
Over
But
Whitney.
again, it's that you have to understand. Like I've never thumped Whitney. Okay, you might
Okay,
listen
I
to
see
Whitney,
what
but
you're saying.
Mariah had the in our days.
Yeah,
Mariah.
you'd more listen to
Man
Mariah
would say,
tunes.
man would say Whitney.
You'd
because-
more listen to Mariah too, but
it's
Whitney can
Mariah,
sing
innit?
better.
You was thumping I Will Always Love You. Was you thumping that?
Whitney is sniffing, innit?
It's Mariah. It was Mariah.
Astaghfirullah. Yeah, Whitney,
my
is
day.
sniffing. Whitney and Bobby.
Whitney for me, though.
Still got get me.
Has to be.
Not again. Whitney's a
I
better singer
believe
all
the-
day, but in terms
I
of
believe the
tunes,
cocaine is the
Yeah.
future.
Oh my God.
Astaghfirullah.
R.I.P. Whitney.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Like, I would never rub her.
He's a-
How can I rub her out? She rubbed that herself. You get me? Hold on.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway,
R.I.P. Whitney. You get me? Lauren Hill or Alicia Keys?
Lauren.
Lauren. Bad. You get me? Christina Aguilera or Shakira? Quick. Hey, fuck off, bro.
Relax.
No, but just
All right, Christina Aguilera.
yeah.
SWV or TLC?
SWV.
Yeah, come on. I'm gonna do fuck you, lot, man.
But it's language.
But you lot going mad a bit. I've got to skip all of these.
Go on. No one. Just go through it.
All right, let me do it fast.
You do it for you know.
Escape or En Vogue?
Ooh,
R&B days, you get me?
weird, you know. Like, I can say I like Escape tune, but En Vogue
En
was
Vogue
a better
was sick,
group. 100% En Vogue. You can't.
Boys to Men or Jodeci? You moving?
Jodeci.
Knows the thing, you know. 112 or Drew
First
Hill?
album I bought, you know, Jodeci.
Really?
Like a mad band. First album I bought. Go on.
112 or Drew Hill?
Lit album.
Ooh,
I said that's a lit album
that's
to be your
difficult. You know.
first one.
I'd pretty say 112.
Yeah.
Yeah, 112.
Jagged Edge or Cut Close?
Jagged Edge.
Nicki Minaj or Cardi B?
Too mental.
Too mental, innit?
Nikki.
Beyonce or Shanti?
Ooh, I'm not gonna lie, you know. Beyonce cool, but I'm kind of Ashanti's.
Yeah, I'm Shanti.
I'm Ashanti still.
Shanti. Rihanna or J-Lo?
Rihanna,
Maya or Ciara?
Maya,
Lil Kim or Foxy Brown?
Foxy.
Maya Jama or Alicia Dixon?
What's the difference? What's
Oh, do you know them? Do you know
yeah,
them?
but I'm saying,
Oh,
what's supposed to be the difference? Because they're not the same.
no, okay, because you can't. No, I'm saying
compare
Maya
them.
Jama or Alicia Dixon. This is a question we ask everyone and they pick without no problems.
But there's no.
If we can move on from you.
Yeah.
We say we move on because
That's just a looks thing. I'm not rating on it.
he's married, but he answered the Shanti a minute ago, Cream.
Yeah, that's
No, but they're two artists.
Yeah, that's artists.
They're
Yeah, but
artists.
what are these? What are these? Are they no one? Is
Maya Jama's
Jama
not-
no
I
one
didn't
out
say
there?
that she's no
No, but
one.
I'm saying
Calm
it's
down,
still.
calm
No, but I'm saying
down.
it's
No,
still
no
like.
disrespect him. I'm saying.
No, but I'm just saying
my
it's
job's
still-
not artists. You
You know what I
understand?
mean?
So I'm not.
And Alicia was an artist. I don't know Alicia as a presenter. I know her as being in a group.
Yeah.
Well, I'm to you.
Okay, you're saying presenter wise. Okay, presenter wise, Maya.
Yeah, they're both
Presenter. Okay, presenter as a presenter,
They're both
Maya.
presenters. Steph London or Miss Banks?
Steph London.
Tim Westwood or Charlie Sloth?
Ooh, Westwood, man. That's my day. Westwood.
DJ 279 or Shorty Blitz? Do you want to next time they
know
ring,
them,
just
but I
answer and just
couldn't-
tell them you're doing a podcast?
No, it's my.
No,
dog.
because you're not taking the think the
I've took it off.
vibrator.
I put on do not thing, and I don't know why it's still ringing. Yeah, take it.
Did you say 279?
Answers quick for DJ. Just tell her.
Did you say 279?
I can't.
You can't remember the minute.
I think maybe 279 was I can't. It's
Blade Brown or Dubs?
obviously Blade.
I know.
Big up Dubs though. Big up Dubs. You don't know. Big up Dubs.
Jay Spades or Fecky?
Oh, pretty Fecky innit? Fecky.
Potter Paper or Rimsey?
But I'll be honest, bro. I hear
don't really-
some.
the new school?
No, I don't rate, but I don't. It's like for me, I don't really listen to music. You understand?
Yeah, that's what I'm
The only
saying.
time I might listen to it is if I'm in the gym. Do you understand? Or so I don't really sit there and take them in. What I was off the top of my head,
In
would
the
be
gym.
like
In
maybe
gym.
maybe I don't know, maybe Potter. If it is, I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, Potter's a,
bigger them up. Potter, Rimsey, but
Potter's a madness. Snap
yeah, but
Capone or
I
Scraps?
don't listen to them. Innit? You know what I'm saying? I know Scraps. 'Cause I know obviously Scraps is my day.
Big up
innit?
Scraps.
K-Trap or Fredo? Do you even...
Oh. No.
I don't know if you're in tune with what's going on. That's
No,
what I'm
but
saying.
I'm in tune, but
Okay.
I'm saying I don't sit there and listen to their
Yeah,
whole,
yeah, but
you know
same
what I'm
with
saying?
me, yeah.
Bits and pieces. From that I say pretty K-Trap.
Central C or Digger D?
That's tough, you know. Maybe Digger.
Yeah, I'm Digger.
I think so.
J Hus or
Again, no
Dave?
disrespect, and again, it's not.
No, Central. There's no disrespect to none of these people, bro.
I'm gonna say, but
Yeah,
I've
everyone
never
on the list.
sat there
Picking
and
who you're
listened-
picking.
I've never sat there and listened to their whole. You know, like
Yeah.
Instagram, you just see like you hear a tune or that's the only interaction I get with them. You know what I'm saying?
J Hus or Dave?
Put the J Hus.
Meeks Manny or Bugsy Malone?
I never put it.
Missed or Millions?
That Millions, the Birmingham, yeah, Millions, yeah.
Stormzy or Chip?
Chip,
Gets or D Double?
E Double, yeah.
Kano or Dirty Dogs?
Kano,
Bashir or Crazy Titch?
Bashir, man.
Frisco or P Money?
Yeah, pretty Frisco, man. Big up the shit. Man.
Come on, man. Press T or Footsie?
Press T all day, big up and it done.
Heartless Crew or Soul Solid Crew?
Oh, I had to go with Heartless though. That's my day. Heartless. That's so solid as a success thing, but Heartless is my.
You're keeping it North
My
London.
day, yeah, it's my
More Fire Crew or Pay As You Go? Wiley or Dizzy Rascal?
Dizzy.
Skepta or JME?
They're both. Big up both of them, man.
Kelly LaRock or Shola Amor?
Put his shoulder, man. Shoulder.
Adele or Amy Winehouse?
Amy.
Jungle or Garage?
Nah, that's a hard one still. Jungle, Raven, the old school jungle.
Come on. House or Grime?
House,
R&B or Hip Hop?
hip hop,
Sizzler or Capleton?
K-put,
Beres Hammond or Sanchez?
Bear Summer,
Mad Cobra or Supercat?
Super Cat,
Ninja Man or Merciless?
Ninja Man,
Bounty Killer or Beanie Man?
Bounty.
Vibes or Movado?
Oh, vibes.
Come on, man. Word
Vibes.
boss. Donia or Busy Signal?
Busy.
Massacre or Alkaline?
Alkaline.
This is his fire round. So let him answer first. Let him answer first. No, but he knows though. He knows. He knows. He's saying everything right. But,
Yeah.
so who did you pick?
He picked.
Say again?
He don't
Pick Massacre.
Yeah, I know he picked.
Yeah.
Massacre or Alkaline.
Alkaline.
See, and he's picking Alkaline, but he knows it's Massacre. Your guy, man. Boom. Big up Alkaline. Big
But I'm
up.
not-
Skank. No,
I'm
no,
not-
I know. Skeng or
I've
Skilly
heard-
Bang?
I've heard bits.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Skeng or Skilly Bang?
Huh?
Skeng or Skilly Bang?
Gang.
Skilly now.
Dexter Daps or Intense?
I don't even know. None of that. I put it in.
TJ or Shano?
I don't even know.
Ministry of Sound or Fabric? Raven days.
Ministry.
Scarlet or Egg?
Oh, egg.
Caesars or Granaries?
Caesars.
District or Libertines?
I ain't been to
Football or basketball?
football.
Coke or Pepsi? Alright, boom. Fanta or Tango?
Are you sniffing?
Fanta or Tango? Fanta or Tango?
Sniffing. Remember?
Fanta or Tango? Reminiscent of when me and you done it.
Wallahi, I've never done that.
Don't let me tell them about us.
Wallahi, I've never
Don't let me tell them about you having a cheek one.
Say wallahi.
Yeah, don't.
Say wallahi.
Don't let me tell
Say wallahi. Say wallahi.
I can't just say it. Okay.
Wallahi.
You get what I'm not.
I've never even tried to eat. Wallahi,
Like,
luck and
you know what I'm saying?
I've never even tried to
You know what I'm
eat.
saying? MDNA.
Yeah,
Never
me
tried none of
neither.
them.
You know what I'm
Wallah.
saying? You
Weed
get what I'm
and
saying?
champagne, fam. Yeah,
Boom.
champagne.
Straight.
And
Yeah.
ganja. That's it.
Is it me?
Yeah,
But yeah.
never tried to eat dizzle, nothing, fam.
All of it with you.
Never.
Yeah. Fanta or a tango? Fanta or a tango? You saw how his face. You saw his face lit up when he heard Ministry of Sound. But it's cool.
Yeah, ministry, but
Yeah. Spiked. Everyone's
They're the baddest
spiked.
thing, yeah, that's the
All the champagne bottles. Every bottle's
Even
got
medicine
MD.
plus-
Every bottle's got MD. Even if you don't know, it's in it. All them dance moves that you thought you did, you made up on the spot. It was the MD.
The biggest thing, yeah? Remember, there's one time we used the ministry together. You remember?
Like that, bro.
Yeah? You forget when I had my own bottle?
Spiked.
Well, I had my own bottle. You forget
Spiked.
that? When we had to
Spiked.
headbutt the youth for you.
Spiked.
You forgot?
For me.
No, you forget where that Madison ministry.
For me.
The youth come up to you and I had to...
For me. What you come up to me? I need to hear this.
Some you. Do you remember? You don't remember?
No.
I remember.
Come up to me for what?
Bro, there was a little tenseness in the ministry.
I know about ministry and
you come like
any form of like I can't remember anyone.
I remember.
Anything in ministry you got is in me. Like man, I don't even want to allegedly. Anyway.
Yeah, due to me, but yeah, go on, yeah.
No, not due to you. Pines, fam. I don't know what you're on about.
That's another time.
I don't know what you're on about, but anyway, boom.
Another time, but yeah, trust me.
Orange or apple juice.
You're welcome. Apple juice.
Carrot cake or chocolate cake?
Carrot cake.
Chinese or Indian?
Indian.
Italian or Turkish?
Turkish.
Rice and peas or jollof?
Rice and peas.
Fish and chips or pie and mash?
Fish and chips.
Pie and mash. Car or bike?
Car.
BMW or Mercs?
Merc.
Audi or Volkswagen?
Audi.
Lambo or Bugatti? Ferrari or Bentley? It's like if he's not answering it fast enough.
He's just gone. Like I was thinking, did he answer that?
You want to answer or not? You're just,
that's what I said. Lambo or Bugatti? No, but I'm trying to run through it. It's a quick fire run.
Bugatti.
Ferrari or Bentley?
Bentley.
Jeep or Coupe?
Jeep.
Fury or Usyk?
Or Fury.
Haney or Tank?
Tank.
Come on. Spence or Crawford? They're fighting
Crawford.
next month.
Can't wait.
I can't wait as well. Big fight, you know.
Yeah.
I got Bud though, winning that. But it's mad though. I can't 100%. Do you know what I mean? Like it'll be a good bet on Spence as well. But yeah, Tyson in his prime or Ali in his prime?
Tyson.
Yeah, you're like
That's
me.
my day.
Hagler or Hearns?
Oh, I couldn't choose, man. Hagler.
Yeah, come on. Hearns is heavy as well. Ronaldo or Messi?
Ronaldo.
Haaland or Saka?
Saka.
Harry Kane or Gareth Bale?
Bell.
JD's or Foot Locker?
Foot Locker.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Gucci or Louis?
Louis.
Versace or Mosh?
Versace.
Selfridges or Harrods?
Harrod.
Designer or sportswear?
Designer.
Inside or outside? Indoors. Yeah, or outdoors. Yeah. All right, these are, I can't give him all the girls' questions, but I can just give you these ones. Restaurant or cinema?
Restaurant.
Looks or personality?
Both.
Money or love?
Both.
Come on.
I don't have to choose, so I don't need to choose.
Cool, innit?
I've got both.
Career of your dreams or the love of your life? Man, I said both.
Both.
All right, cool. for the liquor in one time, yeah. Pool or table tennis?
Oh, table tennis.
Football or weightlifting?
Weightlifting.
Association or gym?
Gym.
Exercise or shower?
Exercise. That's for you.
Oh, exercise, but I'd rather have a shower, bruv. Then walk around, like, I'm definitely take a shower, but yeah, boom.
But
Big
then
you up,
winter,
though.
man, there's no-
Yeah, then I big you up, though. You get me, if I'm getting offered
Someone
Man's
exercise.
enjoying prison showers, like, you're enjoying the prison shower.
No, they have to clean yourself, man. It's not a why, bro.
That's a why.
Everyone that's paid bit free, everyone, you lot know.
do that for-
he's going
do
mad.
that for necessity, you
But
don't enjoy it.
obviously,
But
when
you're
you've been in
enjoying
jail
the
for
prison
longer than 7 months, you know showers over exercise. You get what I'm saying?
You're
Canteen day or visits
Proud
day?
of that, yeah?
Canteen day or visits day? Canteen day or visits
Visit.
day? Visits?
Yeah, visits.
I'm canning in this, so. I'm canning still.
My day's visit because man are coming true.
Jim Audley or number one
Visit,
Servery?
man's getting blessed, you know what I'm saying, on the visit. So
Jim Audley or he's definitely old school. Jim Audley or number one Servery?
Servery.
Look, he's doing it again.
Yeah, Servery.
Church or mosque?
Mosque. All day,
But you was going to church them time, but
yeah,
must.
them time, yeah. But
Tuna or mackerel?
tuna.
Mackerel behind the door still, but I'm tuna I'm tuna out here though.
Out here, tuna, all day.
Yeah, I'm tuna out here. I'm tuna out here, but mackerel in jail. Custard creams or bourbon?
Custard cream.
Ritz or Jaffa cakes?
Jaffa cakes.
Walkers, remember fucking Rick's the prick. I said Ritz or Jaffa cakes. Yeah, you are Jaffa cake. Hey, big up Rick's, you know. I swear he's got to be the rudest guest, you know. I think he's the rudest guest, you know.
Yeah.
He was the rudest. So this is minor. What he's think like after Rick's, I could do a episode with anyone. My man said, I said to him, Ritz or Jaffa. He said, you're Jaffa cake. he had enough of the fire round, you know, like he had enough of these saying. But anyway, boom, look, she. Walkers or Golden Look next. Walkers or Golden Wonder.
Walkers.
Cheese and onion or prawn pussy tail.
Huh?
Oh, he's gone.
No, but I don't say, bruv, what song like, okay. Oh yeah, you ain't done this before.
The prawn thing.
Simple. Remember, this has to get played in Tivoli Gardens, you know, so I can't.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, I can't just be going mad. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ready salted or salt and vinegar?
Salt and vinegar.
Snickers or Mars?
Snickers.
Alright, cool.
Snicker what?
Nah, because of what's in the Snickers, but hold on. Boom.
Well, you rate
Double or single banger? 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 That was a reach.
Single.
That was a reach. I'm so glad you said single. We'll have to end the show. Apple crumble and custard.
Your mind must be terrible, you know.
No, it's yours. Remember nipples
nipples
and navel.
I don't.
Use nipples and navel a minute ago.
That's mad.
Use nipples and navel a minute ago.
mad.
Make your mind up. What's your mind saying?
That's mad.
Your mind is crazy. If my mind is mad and your mind is nipples and navel, that's mad. But boom. EastEnders or Corrie, obviously.
EastEnders, yeah.
Tottenham Ting, Chick King or Shiraz?
Oh, Chick King. Big up Chick King, man, my people.
Big up Chick King, I'm Shiraz though.
I'm surprised, but big up Chick King, my people.
MPK Barbers or West Green Road Barbers?
MPK, all day.
A Sunnah Masjid or 4th Street Masjid?
Oh, a Sunnah.
You think I would rather 4th Street? I'm going mad,
A Sunnah because they're more on the Sunnah, but 4th Street, that's like
yeah,
second home.
come on.
Yeah.
Krikos or Mush?
Oh, yeah, it was Krikos, innit? Krikos. Big up Mush, though, man. Big up Mush, though.
Yeah, big up, come on. Big up.
Mush, Krikos had better things back
Big up
then, but
Mush, big up Andy, you get me?
Big them up, still.
Boom, current affairs,
Yeah.
Primus, you got to run through them quick because you want to go to your
Quickly.
barbecue.
What?
Go on.
Didn't you say that we had to be wrapped up? By
Yes,
now?
he did-
You
needs to
said
pray as
me,
well.
So don't use me as an ex. You see how
Yeah,
he's like sitting
it's,
here?
come on.
It's not yet.
Okay, right, quickly.
15 minutes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. There were some the immigrants that sunk on the boat. There were 700 of them. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Right. Yes. I just wanted to.
And I'll make it easy for him.
I just wanted to speak about it. Basically, yeah. There we go. So it had 700 migrants in the Greek waters. And they didn't really get a lot of footage over it because everyone was talking about the submersible. But 700 people to 5. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on. So that was that. The submersible. Everybody heard about the submersible. The people spending 250 grand to go to visit the Titanic. Like,
And you know what?
dumb.
You're
don't know what
just
to
not
do
going to
with
see
your money.
one black person in there, innit?
Yeah, like.
Think black people got time to go down and see Titanic and 250 bags? That's long.
But my issue, I saw something here where basically saying that a lot of the coverage was dragged out over days to dismiss all the other things that happened.
Yeah,
this year.
as to use as a
week, sorry.
distraction. Yeah.
A lot of other, not to forget the 700 people.
There was other things going on
A bag
in
of
the
things
world.
happened this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, serious things happened this week, but they spaced out all of the coverage and they've already got a documentary ready. Do you understand? So
Really?
That submarine thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently they're saying
do
like
you
the
do
Navy had already heard like the implosion from the first day because they've got like secret things in the to like listen out for those type of stuff and that. So
Reckon them billionaires are hidden alive somewhere.
But again, when it's the same thing they're saying, innit? These people were, you know, they were ruffling feathers. The same people. Like I'm not
But
going
where's,
to.
you know what is it though? Where's all the
They were causing some problems in terms of like centralized banking and stuff like that. So
You'd think with something like that though, they'd have like camera in there with essential, you know, like essential thing to see the camera.
a tracker
No, but
to
even-
see
But
where
of
you
course
lot
they do,
are
but
going.
at the same
which
time
part.
though, from what I know, they've submerged to a certain point that Allah knows if there's any type of signal. And obviously, if the thing imploded, then it's not gonna they're not gonna have any remnants in it of what happened in it. But to be fair, like I say, these things don't affect me, and it don't affect us. You know what I'm saying? They're just using these things again to distract people. You know what I'm saying?
they are.
Worry
They
about
are.
your bills and worry about your family, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
'Cause that's what they do. They use a lot of this stuff just to kind of make us focus on things that got nothing to do with us.
Yeah, when I did hear about it, I just think that they're stupid. I could never make no one bolt me into something that I can't get out of. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just so dumb. I can't
Yeah,
believe
too
they
much
did
money.
that.
What else I got?
Andrew Tate being charged.
Big up Top
up
G.
Andrew Tate,
Big up Andrew
And-
Tate. You
yeah.
get me? My dog.
Yeah, he's been charged. I see Central C must have signed a really lucrative deal, something like apparently something
with
like
Colombia.
25 million or something like that. And he's still kind of, I think apparently he's still kind of like keeps his masters and things. So yeah, power move for him.
You see, one thing I say with my man though, like branding, you know, I do branding, innit? So I look at everything from different lenses, innit? So in terms of branding, he's probably one of the best to do it for a long time. Like he don't like I don't have ever seen a bad picture.
Yeah.
He don't really miss in terms of his movements. He don't talk too much. He's
I think
he's very
working with
calculated
Akon's
with
brother,
the way
no?
he kind
I
of.
think it's Akon's brother.
Yeah, he's very calculated with that, like by the way he presents himself. You know what I'm saying? So I say big. I hope it. Like I say, a lot of these people, I wish them more, man. I just think the issue that a lot of people don't realize that you have to understand the business side of it, because you're putting yourself in something that you got to know how much it will affect you long term. Because the money that people are taking is not free money. It's a loan.
Exactly.
That has to get paid back.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So
What else I got?
I wish him the best.
That was it, because we're, you know,
Because we're moving. Boom, man's going to take a break for RTM Banter, then we're going to come back with the main subject, which is it's grown.
This out to the young youth then. You see, if you got ops in summertime, tan are your yard, isn't it? Tan are your yard. Them big hefty jackets in summertime, you're putting a strain on the NHS when you collapse down and faint. You are. And some of your parents, I'm blaming Ono, because my picnic couldn't leave the house summertime in them big thick jacket for come and smell up whose house with whose armpit. That's armpit crisis right there. Forget the heat, and you're not coming back and stinking up my house. Put on a vest. Yeah? Some of your parents are whatless. You see the picnic gonna come. I wouldn't even come to some of your house if you're gonna have your picnic them, you know, them big summer, you know what? I'm raising my voice.
Your pussy! Hey, bring the camera, son. Bring the camera. All the young girls who want to make life with pussy, your pussy will perish with you in hell. May your pussy perish with you. May your smooth pussy, creamier pussy, and tight pussy perish.
Boom. Welcome back. Professional thing. You see what I'm saying? Boom. But we're just going to talk about this grown thing quickly, though.
yeah.
And rapid.
I
Just
feel like most of his story was kind of...
it's just grown anyway. You see me not being a bit more grown today, innit? And that's that, innit? Like, we're not really going to go into this grown. Have you used, because you're a good talker, innit? You got things to say, blood. If you got anything to say about, because I actually wanted to talk about, because it's like everyone's always on the thing like, oh yeah, Spray's a big kid and all this stuff, yeah. Like, oh yeah, he's a big kid. I see them sometimes in the comments and I think, I'm a big kid, safe, yeah? But my youth goes private school. I pay my bills on time. I pay for everything. Like, so this big kid that's here, whining and laugh, like, I'm a big kid, but I do grown stuff, like, deep down, like, everything is grown around me. So what makes you grown then, innit?
Again, but Spray,
What makes you grown?
But Spray, between me and you, remember,
No, not between me and you and everyone, because this is in front of the camera.
I'm saying again, even you saying that, I think that's the thing for me as well. Like I said, down to the Mulberry Leaf, because remember, I know you differently, Spray. Remember, you've been in my yard, me, you, and Blade reasoning, grown conversations. You understand? I know one side of you. I've seen another side to you when runs raving or the rapping thing or the podcast. There's different sides to you, and I think people just need to understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's just different sides to you. I don't think you're like this every day or whatever.
No, but not even me.
But you said in general, what makes
what makes you grown? Because that's what I'm saying. People on the outside, they'll say, he's a big kid, he's this and that. But bro, I'm probably doing more grown stuff than you commenting.
But it goes back to, like I said, innit? It's about making the right choices in life, innit? Do you understand? It's like knowing that, you know what I'm saying? There's an option to do something that ultimately is going to harm you or something that's going to help you, and taking that choice, even if it's difficult. A lot of people don't realize that the difficult choice is more time the best choice. The easy option isn't always the good option. That's what I've kind of noticed, that's what makes someone grown. When you understand that difference, because that's the difference between children and adults ultimately, is that they don't have comprehension of consequences.
Yeah, definitely.
That's one of the main things that they say about
Definitely.
children, is that you can do something and you don't comprehend the consequences. That's why
consequences.
look at the things we was doing as youths.
Yeah.
Risking our life every single day. And you don't fully comprehend it. So I think that what makes you grown is the comprehension
When you start,
of
yeah.
consequences and being able to make the right decision.
Good answer. Carl, I'm going to let you talk quickly.
I like that.
No, because
because he touched on it. It's like your intention with
that's
things
actually-
and everything, your approach on things.
That is grown.
Do you get me?
That is grown when you
Yeah.
learn about consequences.
Yeah,
still.
consequences. Do you get and how you react to certain
your
things
take
as
on it?
well. Very similar. Oh, go on, Cardo.
Go
No,
on.
you go first, Cardo.
She's got to think. Go on. You
No,
go
I'll
first.
be- I'll be-
Yeah,
You got to think
I
as well?
have to.
No,
I do a little bit
I'm-
because I kind of
I've
agree
been-
with everything he was saying.
I've just been listening and learning. I'll be honest with you. Like,
Yeah.
it's very, very well.
Easy, yeah, easy.
Very
Come on,
well.
yeah, but easy.
No.
This is Bashir. This is his.
Yeah.
He knows. He's a teacher. But what I'm saying is, what's your idea of growing? Because you're of the age group a little bit younger than us or whatever. But you, like to me, you're very mature. Like, you're very. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
I think the idea of growing is just handling your responsibilities without being affected by the views of others. If you get what I'm saying. So like just being confident in yourself to just handle whatever you gotta handle, whether work, life, kids, all that stuff. I think dealing with those things in your own way, like I said, without being influenced by peers. I mean, I think that is a perception. It's a small perception
of being grown.
of being grown, if you know what I'm saying.
Grown is a mad way, but go on. Being grown.
Yeah.
Being grown is a mad way, but go on.
Yeah, I think grown is also is definitely like your approach to towards things, how you deal with them. Do you know what I mean? You taking care of your responsibilities, your priorities. Do you get what I mean? And and how you handle stuff, because we all know that what we do can lead us into other things. So it's also to know like you have the mature capacity to understand that prevention's better than cure. Do you understand? Let me not be led into this way. Let me protect positioning. You know what I'm saying? Like discipline, all of those things come when you're with growth and them kind of things.
It's being able to hold yourself accountable as well.
And I'm glad you said, 'cause even I was talking to my brother Abdul Bass about it a couple of days ago, just saying like, it's very important as men that you try to remove the element of excuses as well.
Yeah.
It's always making excuses for things.
Lazy
Yeah.
other things.
Always finding a reason to. And again, you could, and I don't think I don't even in terms of blame. The blame has to, again, like I'm saying,
Fall on yourself.
have a positive impact on you. Okay, you blame. Okay, this happened because of this situation now, but how is this going to turn around into something that's gonna benefit me? Do you understand?
Right.
That's, I think it's very important that, like I said, element of excuses and like I said, using elements in your life to make you become destructive as well. Do you understand? Use things that's happened in your life, whether it's good or bad, to make you a better person. And like you're saying, brother, to be fair, bro, I think that's the biggest issue as well, is that, again, people don't understand that, like you're saying, you take care of your responsibilities and you take care of certain things, you understand? And again, it's like, how can you really say you're grown if you're not doing that? So no matter
But then how can you say I'm not grown?
No matter what they're saying about you, that's the reality, because there's a difference between men and males. Do you understand? To be a real man is a man that takes care of responsibilities.
But that's my whole
I don't,
point. But
It's like
then-
me and my family, I don't make excuses.
But then because of how I am, I'm a big kid.
There's
Because
no
I-
sorries, or there's
you know
no
what I'm saying?
days off, or there's no none of that. Do you understand? Like the bills have to be paid. I don't want, like I say, my wife. I don't want to, want it for nothing. Do you understand? Or my children. Do you understand? And these are things that, like I say, make you grown. You take
my
care of
whole thing,
responsibilities.
and what I feel obviously is important, obviously, to get closer to God and that. Yeah, that's one side of it. But I'm saying, as long as you're happy in it, like that's my whole thing. Like grown, like obviously dealing with your responsibilities, that's grown. But I'm saying, as far as my character and he's a big kid or whatever, suck your mother, 'cause I don't care, because I'm happy with how I am, and I've always been like this. Do you get what I'm trying to? I haven't. Like, man's not gonna link me, and then I'm different, or like, right, this guy's acting a bit different.
No,
like,
100%.
You know what I'm saying? That's just my character.
You're unapologetic yourself.
Yeah, that's my character.
My thing is, what we, like, I'll give you an example, what we just spoke about today, Because basically, before you come in, they were discussing Saudi and Middle East life or whatever, and I was saying that one of the biggest issues is that people don't want to go to these countries thinking, okay, I can't smoke, I can't drink, I can't do certain things
myself.
that they. I'm not saying to be yourself. I'm saying things that people deem as fun. Do you understand? But you have to realize that why do you deem these things as fun? In most cases, it's escapism. Do you understand? Because when you realize that, okay, you put yourself in a different environment now, and you're around beaches now, and you're around good environment and good food and good people. Do you understand? Like I say, you're close to God. You're praying your 5 prayers. You're making good money. You got your family there. These things are not as necessary as you think they are. We just go through certain things in life and they become culture acceptable. Remember weed and them things are culture, bro. I started smoking weed at 9 and it was normal.
Yeah.
These are cultural things that we deem as normal in our lives. Like drinking alcohol. Do you understand? Being promiscuous. Do you understand? There's certain things that we deem normal in our society, in our culture, but go in another place now. This is insanity. Do you understand? So again, it's even a whole thing about being happy. What is happiness if it's harming you? Ultimately, do you understand? So it's my take on it. I believe that anything to make yourself happy should ultimately benefit you as well.
Yeah.
And if it don't benefit you, then you have to analyze what you've gone through or your lifestyle or whatever, and then just make necessary changes if you're able to do that. Do you understand? But again, that's grown to me, innit? That's grown.
Yeah, I'm all about happiness. Anything else? Boom.
Yeah.
Everyone's cool. Boom.
Yeah.
Every episode we have a different dilemma. Yeah. This one is their RTM podcast show. My mum asked me to lend her $2,000 until next week, 3 months ago, because she said she wanted to buy some new sofas. 3 months later and still no new sofas. No money returned, but she's always out eating in nice restaurants with her new boyfriend. She's done this to me before a few times, but it's always been less than a couple bills. So I just leave it because it's my mum. But I'm behind on my mortgage and really need my money back. And all she keeps saying is she's going to pay me my money. I know it might sound crazy that I want my money back from my mum, but she did put me in care from age 7 to 11. So let's just say we don't have a normal mother-daughter. Right, it's a girl, I thought it was a boy. We don't have a normal mother-daughter relationship. Any advice on what I can do to get my money back, please, guys? Love the show as well. Big up you both.
Don't lend nothing you can't lose.
Yeah.
Don't lend a penny that you can't afford to give away, and don't spend a penny if you haven't made £1 today. You're bound to pay. Fuck with guns and listen down to
Do you get me? And when
You get
someone
what I'm saying?
shows you who they are, believe them, innit? So you know that your
it's a mother.
but she knows that the mum doesn't have good money management. She said that she's lent her money over and over again. If you know that's how your mum is, if you're going to give her money, you're better off just giving it to her and writing it off. If you're giving it to her as a loan, you know she's not giving it back. So now you're making a choice. So you need to know what you're doing. You're either never giving it to her again, or when you give her money, give it to her, but not as a loan. Do you know what I mean?
Just give her the money, or just don't give her the money. But you should have known your mum was gonna knock you with that too. Like, she's already knocked you for a couple
life,
bills.
though, yeah, people need to realize, just because you don't talk to someone, you don't give someone what they want, it doesn't mean that you hate them.
Exactly.
That's the thing about people think that just because I don't want to give you what you want, or I don't want to call you, or I don't want to see you, that I hate you, or it doesn't mean that I'm protecting myself. You understand? In life, you have to get to the point where you have to protect yourself.
And say no.
And I can honestly say there's no one in this world now that I really have real animosity towards, you understand? Because as far as I'm concerned, it only affects me. But the bottom line is, it doesn't mean that I'm going to chat to you. I still won't chat to you. Won't call you. But I still wish you well. If I saw you, I'd probably still hail you up and whatever. But again, you have to understand there's consequences to these things. When people allow people to come and take liberties with them,
Take advantage.
they go about their life and they don't even think
And
about
they
it.
don't even
All
think
day you're
about
looking
you
in the
and then
mirror,
you're there stressed
annoyed,
out
and
about
you
it.
understand?
Yeah, sometimes there's power in saying
it's
no.
mad when it's the mum though. It's mum. And
No, but sometimes you're called, and when
It
they
is what
can't
it
do
is,
it, they
though.
just can't do it. They're stress-free. They just can't do it. You're there killing up yourself to do something. Just sometimes
what it
there's
is? It's
power
the-
in saying no.
it's the
Do you know
going
what
out.
I mean?
It's just going out with the husband. I mean, the boyfriend and all that. That's what it is. Like, you're just taking a piss in it. Really.
Yeah, but
Because
again,
if he wants to go out to eat, he should be
she's
get his
probably-
money
she's
to go out to eat.
Books in her.
But again, the mum's probably done it a million
You know
times.
them style
She's
there?
complaining over something that's already
She's
happened.
got that
already
money for
happening,
him
do you
or
get
something. He
me?
needed to get some food or I don't know. But
Everyone deserves one chance, but after that, that's nothing to do with me now. You know what I'm saying? Everyone deserves one chance. And I think, and I'll tell you something as well, what's so dangerous about that. Because what happens now, when you don't know how to cut people off, one day a good person will come to you and need your help. And because you're so traumatized by what happened before, you will never give another person a chance. Like relationships, some people give some people so much chances that you're so damaged from the situation that you can never have another relationship. That's why my philosophy has always been: if you do me something wrong, you're cut off. Simple as that. And that's why I'm able to still develop
Right.
good relationships with people. Do you understand? Because I've never let no one really get that you understand?
Don't carry
get
the
to,
baggage.
Get to that point where it's like I just can't get over what
You don't carry the
done to
baggage.
me. No.
Yeah, it's a bomb.
Yeah.
What's our thoughts? Just leave the money. Just forget about it and move on and don't lend no more money.
Yeah, to keep it moving. The same way you made it, you make it back.
Because you gotta write that off. Just your mum.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Just make
But
boundaries.
just say no from now on.
Boundaries, you know what I'm saying?
It's like what you said
If you
about-
really can't say no to your mum, buy her what she wants, innit? If she wants sofas, buy the sofas.
sofa and allow
If she wants shopping,
So
buy the
it's
shopping.
mind games though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But if there's ways to deal with
Maybe the mum wanted a
a
little
Genos, do you understand? There's ways
There's no
to combat a
sofas.
Genos.
There's no sofa scream. Like there's no sofa.
But there's
Money's gone.
there's
You know what I'm
ways to
saying? She's in
combat a
nice
Genos.
restaurants.
There's ways to combat them, you know what I'm saying?
Boom. Every episode we give them a book to go and read. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this season we've been letting the guests give them a book. Obviously, you're going to choose Quran, but
Yeah,
Apart from Quran.
but it's a good book though. Yeah. Especially if you're getting into business or stuff like that. Art of Seduction.
Art of Seduction.
Yeah, Art of Seduction.
You know that
by Robert Greene.
You're the one that done 48. Is it the same?
48 Laws of Power, yeah.
It's a very good book, not just in terms of
we had
how
that
you.
suggested.
No, but we've had one. There's other ones to it.
But what's good about it, because it makes you understand the different levels of seduction, down from babies, how babies will seduce you into doing things
things
that
for them,
that they want,
You know what's
down
mad?
to religious leaders or brand companies or whatever. So it makes you kind of understand the whole dynamic of how people get things that they want from other people.
Do you know what's mad? Because I've obviously I've read
Coercion and all sorts.
bare Robert Greene, but 48 Laws of Power and all that. I can't remember. I was chatting to one brother, and the brother was telling me that that's haram.
But again,
What's your take on that? It's like them sort of books are haram.
No. But I don't.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't think the book's haram. I think the implementation of certain aspects of it is haram.
Is okay.
But I think understanding the book and reading the book, because again, this is why people live like this. And not everybody. Look at the woman that's just messaging now about the money. If you understood the mentality of people and their capabilities, you wouldn't fall into certain situations as easily. Because you understand mind games, you understand how the lengths they will go through to get what they want. And I think that's the problem with people. If people understood this now, you have to understand evil to truly understand good. If you don't, it's like related. Like you meet a lot of women as well. They don't know when they get a good man because they've only had bad people. Do you understand? You have to know evil to know good. They both coexist. Do you understand? So
What's
I
that, duality
think
or something they
implementation
call
of it
it?
is definitely.
Is it duality or something like that?
Yeah, definitely duality.
Yeah.
Yin and yang, however you're gonna look at it, they all it's a balance. You understand? So I
What's
think
it called?
Understand the Art of Seduction.
Art of Seduction
by Robert
Greene.
Yeah.
Make sure you get that. Look, cream's ready to go.
No,
thanks for coming to
Don't I do this every
No, because I'm just one game done. Anyway, now thanks for coming.
No.
And I appreciate it.
Remember you
I
said he's got to
appreciate it
do his
because
thing.
this guy don't do none of this stuff.
No, but
but you do. But I'm saying on Islam mode.
No,
innit?
but it's
that's why with hits. I know what I mean. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? This is. You get what I'm saying? So I appreciate.
But at the same time, bro, what I'll leave with as well is that I'm proud of you as well. Because at the end of the day, no matter how people want to look at your situation, everyone's got their perception of you. Do you understand? But I know the reality. Do you understand? And I'm proud of the resilience and the fact that you keep going. And you know what I mean. And I believe that you know what I mean. You're why?
Well, this be a girl watching right now. You know, I'm single. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Man. No, because seriously, man,
Thanks for coming on.
all right.
That's a really big.
I'm
it's a
joking.
big one getting him on.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's not a joke. Like, and I was even trying to say, I was trying to say to him because obviously sometimes, even with me, because man say it to me as well. You don't realize like how big you are, type of thing. Yeah, that's a why. But it's because I'm just getting on with it, innit? But I'm saying that's what I was saying to him, bro. You don't realize like the people rate the impact you had in music as B Dubble, obviously a Bashir now, but B Dubble.
But I'm always gonna be B Dubble.
B
Double's my name.
is
You understand?
still-
I'm always gonna be B Double.
It's part of the UK rap history.
Yeah.
So it's only right that we have you on the show, innit? Because
And it's
obviously
part
we
of
have
the
lots of
story.
different guests, but mainly we try and give flowers to the right people.
Yeah.
And just fill in the right gaps, you get what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
And
But
people have
like I
mentioned
say,
his
like I
name
say
so
as well,
much
like
times.
And for the people, don't always, you see this whole social media thing. It's even me, I do the same thing, brother. I give people very small elements of my life. People don't know that even now, like, everyone, like I say, pray for us. We've got a training center in Gambia now. That's nearly done. Big up my brother Benny over there. You know what I'm saying? We've got a company together called Fat Design where we're training people to do software development and stuff like that over there. There's so much things that we're doing behind the scenes that we don't show. And it's the same with Spray. And I believe the same thing with Cream, that there's so much more to our lives that
100%.
Only a stupid person will think that this is all of Spray. Do you understand? So like I say, relax and have sense. You know what I'm saying? And know that there's more to this. Do you understand? So like I say, like we're all doing positive things. Sometimes, like I say, it doesn't seem that way, but none of us ain't completely wrong, and so we wouldn't be breathing and be happy and be smiling, and you know,
good comes evil. Get me? But yeah,
why didn't search for peace, prepare for war. So
you see it happens. You get what I'm saying? Better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener. You know. No, better to be
That's it.
Yeah, I thought I said it wrong, but he finished it. I said it right. Follow Bashir.
Solitaire.debonair, soon come.
Solitaire.debonair. We're going to write anyway.
Yeah, Solitaire.debonair.
Follow my co-host.
Ice Cream the Poster Girl on Instagram.
Looking good today.
Follow my business page, Poster Girl _lashes. Follow me on my YouTube, TikTok, Twitter. Just follow me everywhere. You know the vibes.
Follow me at young_spray_official on Instagram, at young_spray on Twitter. Follow the podcast page at RTM Podcast on TikTok. Follow the clothing. Man sold out, but man's going to get some new clothing, mind games and that. But yeah, www.reallythemost.com and at RTM Clothing Original. Go on.
Yeah, before I forget as well, obviously, everyone follow Fat Design as well. They've got a good branding course coming out soon as well.
Spell that.
And Fact Design. Fact. F-A-C-T.
Come on.
Fact Design.
And what about the
branding course coming out soon as well.
Glasses.
What about the song? The glass?
Yeah, Solitaire Debonair.
Okay, cool.
That's soon come. You know what I'm saying? And big up the blog pages, man. Like I say,
big up AP, man.
Made you think. Black Kings.
Big up Black
Come
Kings.
on. Yeah, you lot are lit.
What happened to
Audio Savers?
Yeah, Audio Savers, Mega Bands.
Proper things as well. I don't know what happened to
Glitch.
Always used to
There's quite
post
a few
one. Yeah,
of
big up
them.
the pages, man.
Shade Borough.
Especially made you think. Black Kings.
Shade Borough. I'm just bait as well.
Yeah.
Big them up, man.
And my brother's projects, my real brothers, my blood
W
brothers, Third Eye, London, Christopher MF as well. He's got a clothing line. Cabral Mercer. Big up my people, them as well.
RIPs and frees. Quickly. Obviously,
Denzel, my brother, you know what I'm saying? Denzel, my dad, all day.
Any frees?
Yeah. There's so many, man. There's so many. But definitely Ismail, my brother, man. Ismail, Abbas. Yeah, there's too many.
RIP Granny Ezo. Get me.
RIP to Claudie's mum. Condolences to you and the family. And also Made You Think posted as well. I think it's Shaki that done a tribute to his little brother.
Baddest
tribute.
Big tune. I went mad. You're a G because I was supposed to write that.
Big up Kaja and the family.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I know them.
Oh, you know them.
The family and everything. But you lot killed.
Yeah.
You lot really did him proud with that tribute song. It's
like
big.
that tune.
And RIP's I.
Yeah, big you.
Let me say one more thing as well, bro. Before I go, please, yeah.
Go on.
And this is alhamdulillah, like I said, even with you, mashallah, like you're a proud Muslim, do you understand? But what I've noticed as well is that there's a lot of people that are Muslim behind the scenes and they're not making it apparent. So when they die, a lot of people don't know they're Muslim. And I'll tell you one thing that happened to me, and I'll leave it here.
Yeah, they was Muslim. He was Muslim.
One thing I'll leave it here is that one of the most difficult things with my dad's situation is that I couldn't bear him as a Muslim. I gave him dawah for years. He was proper close. He was like, listen, don't give me no more headache. It's not if I do, it's when I do it. Had the Quran near his bed, had the fortune of a Muslim near his bed, was very, called God, Allah, everything. Do you understand? But I never heard him say the Shahada. Like the brothers know, you know what I'm saying, when they died, even certain good brothers I know were saying, listen, just give him a janazah, because we know he was Muslim. But as far as like, you know what? I never heard him say it, so I can't bury him as a Muslim. So he wasn't buried as a Muslim. One of the most difficult things for me, a week after his funeral, I had a dream of my dad. And in the dream, he was telling me, he said, Bashir, I did it, but I never told you. I took my shahada, but I just never told you. I didn't want the pressure from you to be on to me to stop this and basically stop this and stop that. But I did it, do you understand? And then in the dream, he died again. And then he took his shahada again in the dream. Do you understand? So obviously I hold on to, obviously I spoke to Islamic scholars and what they said, yeah, it's a good dream. And inshallah, it's definitely a true dream. Do you understand? But it's very important that, again, like we're leaving here, that if you believe in Islam or you're a Muslim, if I make this thing apparent, try your best to be as close to Allah as possible. Try your best to take it seriously because the best decision you ultimately can make. Do you understand? And the reality is that we're all returning to Allah and try to return to Allah in the best way possible. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, man.
Love for coming true, man. That's a mad way to end it with, man.
I hope I didn't say his name wrong.
But yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
Really the most.
Really the
Assalamu
most.
alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.